and explore live video. Clyde Erke with Jason Jacobs and Matthew Grisham, our video engineer. We want to thank Michael as well back at KUOO Mission Control for those of you listening radio-wise. Here's Van Regenmorter in the shotgun.
See if they go to that passing game to start this series.
And they will on 1st and 10. Over the middle, and what a nice catch.
Yep.
It was pretty well covered, but a nice catch by Ashton Van Hull all the way down to the 31-yard line of Spirit Lake.
And that was a quick one. He got behind the defense, and Van Regenmorter threw it right over the top of the coverage. Good coverage, and then a good catch.
23-yard pickup for Western Christian. They have 1st and 10 at the Spirit Lake 30.
I'd look for him to go to it again.
I would too. Van Regenmorter in the shotgun. And he'll look to throw. Good pressure, gets it off. It'll be overthrown.
He had to hurry that one because there was heavy pressure coming from the end. That's the new thing now, the edge rusher. And that time it was...
was it Wallene?
No, Braden Teesfeld.
Braden Teesfeld, okay.
Braden Teesfeld came from that outside backer position. Good speed. He can do that. He can close on him fast. And Van Regenmorter had to throw that up for grabs and just overthrew it.
So 2nd and 10 for the Wolfpack at the Spirit Lake 30. Just over 8 to play here in the first quarter. We're scoreless. 3 receivers right, single receiver to the left for Van Regenmorter. Tried to draw some guys offside, did not. They're going to hand off. Not a lot of running, although they're going to stiff arm a couple tackles. That's a nice job there by Mantle, and Mantle is near a first down. I think he's got it. Looks like he'll be down to the 18-yard line.
Well, that was all Mantle on that one. The blocking kind of fell apart right away, and Spirit Lake did not do a good job of wrapping arms and tackling on that one. He's down to the 18-yard line for a good first
12.
down.
Well, and maybe a little slippery out there. It rained pretty good here before the ball game began. So here's 1st down and 10 at the 18 for the Wolfpack. Van Regenmorter has 2 in the backfield with him this time around, including Ashton Van Hull. They hand off to him. There's nowhere to go for Van Hull. In fact, he's going to lose several yards.
Back at the 22.
Nicely done by Markets.
4-yard loss on that one.
Western success through the air, not a lot on the ground, though. 2nd down and 14. Van Regenmorter will have the same look. 3 receivers right, single receiver left. This was the same look as 2 plays ago. Fakes the handoff. Now they'll throw a little shot out to the flat and almost picked off. Very dangerous. Overthrown. Just about picked off by Justin Hand.
And Justin had that in his sights, but when the receiver went up for it, the hands got in the way, and he just lost track of it for a second, and it hit him right in the shoulder pads. That was dangerous.
That was 6.
Oh, easily.
3rd down and 14, and I know Western will likely go back to the air here.
I would think so, and I think it's 2-down territory for him.
Absolutely. They've got 4 receivers here, do the Wolfpack.
We need a heavy rush right now.
I would agree. 2 each side. Here's a look to throw. Over the middle towards the end zone, and it's caught. That's a touchdown.
Absolutely perfect pass by Van Regenmorter.
And Van Hull in the right spot.
Oh, my goodness, right on the money. Van Hull had to step on him. And our defenders got to stay back. They can't let them get that step on him because Van Regenmorter is good at tossing it over the head of them.
Well, Western has such an athletic group. And now they're going to attempt an extra point, and it looks like it's Miles Bacam who will be out there doing the kicking for Western Christian. So 6-0 Wolfpack, 7:13 to go, first quarter. And here comes the extra point attempt. They get it down, and it looks like it's good to me. Officials agree. 7-0 Western Christian, 7:13 to play here in the first quarter, and we're back in a minute on KUOO.
Hot Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
At United Community Bank, we're actively engaged in developing, strengthening, and energizing our communities by investing in people and their hopes and dreams for the future. Let us go to work for you, supporting your goals and helping you succeed. We look forward to being a part of your financial future. United Community Bank, with locations in Milford, Okoboji, Hartley, Ocheyedan, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
United Community Bank, dedicated to your financial success.
And Spirit Lake gets the football here on the kickoff, and up the right side goes Bodie Higgins, and a good return to the 36-yard line. But Western Christians has scored first on a 22-yard touchdown catch by Ashton Van Hull on a nice throw by Van Regenmoor.
Oh, perfect throw right over the top of the defender, who was running at the receiver. He didn't have him covered on the backside, but just a perfect throw right over the top.
Indians offense at their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10, and they'll hand the ball off. And that's a nice hole for Higgins right up that left side. Crosses the 40 to the 43-yard line.
That's what we like to see, that offensive line start taking control in there and moving the Western Christian Wolfpack.
Well, I had to eat my words against Spencer, but a long drive would be really good here right now.
Yep.
2nd down and 2. 4 receivers for the Indians, all to the left. They're going to toss that screen pass out to Higgins. Higgins has got the first down, got a blocker in front, crosses the 50 to the 45, stiff arms a guy to the 36, and then out of bounds. Should be a late hit, perhaps.
No,
and
nothing.
Nope, they're not going to call.
Came out.
Spirit Lake fans wanted it.
They wanted it.
That is a great gain by Higgins off of the screenplay to the 34-yard line of Western Christian.
Could have very easily been called, though. He stepped out of bounds when he got hit from behind.
23-yard pickup, 1st and 10. Single receiver each side, and they will throw. And over the middle, it is caught. There's Tyler Voss. 10, 5, spin move, end zone. You bet, baby. That's a touchdown.
Just like that. That's quick hitters. That's the quick hitters right there. Our good friend Jan Beloit in here with the booth, and he said that's what they need to do right there, and they hit it right there. 2 quick hitters, 2 perfectly executed plays. That's the other big thing. They had the blocking on the screenplay, and Tyler Voss has been known to do that going across the middle all season long so far. He's big enough to do it, and there was just enough to where he got the pass in there from Lunt, and then he broke tackles getting in the end zone.
How about the throw by Lunt?
Yes, right on the money. 2 sophomore quarterbacks going at it.
Great blocking, and then Voss just decides, I'm not going to go down. Well, it was too high of a tackle, I can tell you that much.
Oh, with Voss, big, strong kid.
The extra point by Justin Ham is good. We're tied at 7 with 6:23 to go in the first quarter. Back in a minute on KUOO and Explore Okoboji Live Video.
Okoboji Realty is a proud supporter of the Spirit Lake athletes and all the young athletes involved and driven for success. Good luck from Amy Maris and Mickey Harrington, real estate agents with Okoboji Realty. Dedicated to community, dedicated to you.
Whether you are freshening up your current decor, building new, or just looking for custom window treatments, Interior Sewing by Lisa has you covered with draperies, pillows, and Hunter Douglas blinds. Call me for your free in-home consultation at 712-320-3492.
Pizza Ranch of Spirit Lake is proud to sponsor the great local athletes in the Iowa Great Lakes. When great food meets great prices, it has to be Pizza Ranch. Pizza, chicken, salad, whatever you're in the mood for, it has to be Pizza Ranch in Spirit Lake.
From major accidents to minor fender benders, Jurdy Collision Center in Spirit Lake is prepared to get you back on the road looking like new with their state-of-the-art equipment, computerized color matching system, and experienced auto body technicians. Jurdy Collision Repair in Spirit Lake.
Okay, bada bing, bada boom.
We welcome you back to Hafer Field in Spirit Lake, tied at 7 with 6:23 to go in the first quarter between Western Christian and Spirit Lake. The kickoff to the 4-yard line. That's where the Wolfpack pick it up. I think that's Bacam. And Bacam 15, almost 20-yard line where he gets pancakes.
Caleb Lee is on a mission tonight with his hits. He just leveled him on that one.
It was otherwise a pretty nice little return, to be honest with you. But yeah, that got the crowd fired up, maybe the defense fired up. Well, it took Spirit Lake a whole 2 plays to tie it up.
Yeah, go 65 yards in 44 seconds. Quick hitters.
Here I say, a nice long drive would be a good way.
You just can't call a game.
I'm just quite off.
Yeah.
I'm just off. That's all there is to it.
You just can't call them
all
this year.
Season I've been off, I guess. 2 receivers each side for Van Regenmorter and Western Christian. Tied at 7, 6:17 to go. First quarter, now a man in motion, and they will fake the handoff, and keeping it is Van Regenmorter, and they're going to give him the line of scrimmage.
Nobody was fooled on that one. He faked that handoff to the guy coming in motion, and he just kept himself, Van Regenmorter, but everybody stayed home in that middle.
So
and just gobbled him up. Gabe Pullman, that nose tackle in there, stayed right there, and he just smothered him along with Walleen. No gain.
2nd and 10. Van Regenmorter will have 3 receivers this time around. And he throws it out and throws an interception at the 30-yard line. The receiver was number 4.
He broke the
Paloma. He never turned around.
Well, not only that, he broke the pattern off and looked like he wanted him to go down and out. He went down and in.
And that was Caleb Lee with the interception.
Caleb's having a night right now.
So interception at the Wolfpack, 29-yard line is where they're going to mark it.
Yeah, he ran it for about 3-4 yards back.
And 5:35 to go here in the first quarter, and Spirit Lake quarterback, Higgins is not going to get much on first down. In fact, he's going to lose a couple yards. Good job by the Wolfpack of sniffing that one out. So Western
he's going to lose a
pushes
couple
it
yards.
back to the 31. Yes, loss of 2. Now we'll see 2nd down and 12. Under center. They'll look to throw pressure. Got to get rid of it. And he's going to lose the football. It's going to go out of bounds. Will Western recover inbounds? The official says
they're saying it went out of bounds.
Spirit Lake is anyway.
There's no signal yet from the official.
Now they're going to communicate with each other.
There's no signal yet from the official.
Ball was fumbled.
Yeah, that time Caden, he had heavy pressure from behind, looking to throw it on the run, got hit from behind. The ball squirted out. It was sliding to the sideline, and I think they're saying that
Spirit Lake's
going to retain it because he did not have possession
when he went
as he slid out of bounds.
But it's a heavy loss, though.
Yes.
Back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 3.
Loss of 3.
And it's going to make it 3rd down and 15. So this time around, Luntz under center again. Will just hand it off to Higgins. He'll get
that
some
ball
of it
squirted
back.
out again.
Oh, man. He was down, though, they say.
Yeah.
And he's up to the 33, 32-yard line, perhaps. Let's see where they mark it. They're only going to give him 1.
30, yep, give him 1. A deep pitch back is what he did. It was a pitch to the right, and Higgins started out really deep, got the pitch. He had to run 5 yards before he made the line of scrimmage.
Well, so it's 4th down and 13, almost 14.
Yeah, it's 4-down territory, obviously. Love to pick up this first down right here.
3 receivers for the Indians. Now the throw down towards the end zone. Caught!
Oh!
And then dropped.
Just out of his hands.
And that was pretty good defense downfield by the defender for Western Christian. I think they knocked it out of his hands.
Yeah, I think so. Teesfeld had it in his hands, and then that defender coming from the backside just got his hands on it and knocked it out. Good call, good play, but
Spirit Lake unable to do anything with it with 4:16 to go here in the quarter, tied at 7, and Western Christian gets the football back at their own now 33-yard line. So I guess in some ways Western gained 13.
Yeah, but they lost clock.
They lost clock, though. Yeah. So here we go. Wolfpack offense back on the field, and they will put 3 receivers to the near side of the field and a single receiver to the far side of the field. And Van Regenmorter is in the shotgun with Tyler Mantle. And they'll hand off to Tyler Mantle. He's got a little bit of a hole this time around. Spin move up near a 5-yard gain. In fact, a little more than that, actually. Give him 7 or 8.
Drew Elger and Teesfeld on the tackle.
Well, it took a moment for that play to develop, but you got to credit Mantle. He read it very well, and followed his blockers.
And credit the line. They held their block and pushed it open.
So up to the 41, and it'll be 2nd down and 2 after a gain of 8.
Yep.
Same formation for Western Christian. Well, Spirit Lake looks like they're going to send a man up.
They like doing that, try and make him hurry that.
And then there's not going to be anything for Mantle this time around, as the Indians had it snuffed out right away.
Give him a loss at 2, in fact, I think.
And that time around, who was that? Maybe Cornwall, I think, that was in there that time around. Mantle is going to lose 2 yards to the 39. And it'll be 3rd down and 3.5, we'll call it.
Big play right here.
Agreed.
Spirit Lake defense needs to come up big because it forced them to punt.
4 receivers, and Van Regenmorter will look to throw over the middle, and dangerous again. Thrown, I believe, behind or away from Ashton Van Hull. He's been a favorite target so far. A lot of black jerseys around that for Spirit Lake.
Well, and he threw it really low because he had to, because he saw the black jerseys, so he wanted to keep it low, but he got it way too low, and it skipped way out in front of Van Hull.
So it's 3 and out for Western Christian, who will have to punt.
And Lulleman-Deer is out there with a big old wrist wrap on.
And Aiden Owinga is the punter, and I'll confirm the number there, and it is correct. So there comes the punt.
That's a lob.
Ooh, and he just got it off, and it doesn't go very far. Bounces at the 45 of Spirit Lake, and Western downs it after a Spirit Lake bounce to the 47.
Not a real good snap on that one. It just kind of floated back there, and the punter had to wait for that one.
So with 2:49 to go in the first quarter, we are still tied at 7.
Are they going to get it right at? No, they're going to get it at their own 47.
Okay. And the Indians offense on the field again. And they're going to look to hand off. This is Tyler Voss, and Voss is not going to get the corner turn because 28 Tyler Mantle was there. And he's going to lose a yard.
Yeah, that's good defensive play right there. Mantle from that outside backer linebacker position held his own, just stood his ground, and that's his job. He's got to push that back in or make the tackle, and that time he made the tackle. Good job by Mantle.
2nd and 11. Lunt in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Single receiver to the right. And he'll hand off Higgins, loses the football. Did he get back on it? Dangerous.
A lot of scrambling going on in there, but I think Higgins got back on it.
And he'll be down at the 40, or are they going to mark it 6 or 7? Looks like the
47.
7. Well,
46 and a half.
I'll go 46. I'm going to go no gain. Our broadcast, thanks to United Community Bank, the Hut Bar and Grill, Consumers Lumber Company, and Lakes Regional Healthcare. 3rd and 11.
That one was just not executed. The handoff did not get into his belly. It kind of got on his hip.
3 receivers for the Indians. On 3rd and long, they're going to air it out. They want to go to Kane Hassel. They got him. 20, 15, 10, into the end zone. Touchdown.
Another one, another quick hitter. They faked a little down route on the outside, and then Caden Hassel used his speed and had 3 steps on the defender. And how about the pass from Lunt?
Just put it in there.
He just floated her right over the top, perfectly thrown pass.
Hassel's 54-yard touchdown catch and run comes with 1:35 to go in the first quarter, and it's 13-7 Spirit Lake.
Beautiful pass.
That was the yak factor there, Clyde, as well. One of your favorite terms, yards after the catch.
And he caught it, and he put on that burners and just walked away from that defender.
Extra point for Ham. Pressure from Western. He gets it off, and it is good. 14-7 Spirit Lake, and back in a minute on KUOO.
Your best inside and out with Drip Okoboji. IV hydration can help you with energy, athletic recovery, hydration, weight loss, in addition to cold and flu symptoms, food poisoning, and gout relief. Reboot, recover, and repair with Drip Okoboji. Visit us online to schedule at dripokoboji.com.
Hey sports fans, the Venue and Sportsman's is where you want to watch your favorite teams. You can also book your birthday parties, company parties, tea times, or hunting on a simulator. Book online at venueokoboji.com. Open daily next to Sportsman's in Spirit Lake.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Hafer Field in Spirit Lake. 54-yard touchdown catch and run by Caden Hassel makes it 14-7 Spirit Lake. Minute 35 to go here in the first quarter. And here comes a kickoff from Justin Ham. This one's going to go to about the 4-yard line again, where Bacam will take it. 10 to the 15, has some room. Bacam's got speed. 25, 30, 35, almost 40-yard line when he's finally brought down. Cannot have a breakdown in coverage with that young man.
Yeah, and Justin Ham, the kicker, had to come in, make that tackle, which he's used to anyway, playing that outside cornerback position.
Fortunately, an unconventional kicker on that from that perspective. Yeah. Ball at the 39-yard line of Western Christian. Great field position for the Wolfpack, who trail Spirit Lake by a touchdown with a minute 27 to go here in this first quarter.
No, this is just going to be a tight game all along.
I have a feeling this is going to be an entertaining one. Wolfpack with Van Regenmorter and 4 wide receivers. Mantle's with him in the backfield, and they're looking for a little option, and then it's going to be kept by Van Regenmorter. He's going to just race his way forward for a first down. So he managed to get some people to kind of bite on the option, or the fake option anyway, and up to the 50, he races for a first down.
He took 2 steps to his right. Mantle was out on his right looking on that option. He did just a quick little fake with the hands, and that sent 3 guys to the outside, opened up something in the middle, and Van Regenmorter just busted it up for a first down up the middle.
Ball at the 50 after a gain of 11. 4 receivers again for the Wolfpack. And they will look to throw. They'll toss it out to the flat. It's caught by number 12 that time around, J.D. Pettit. And he'll get to the 44-yard line of Spirit Lake and a pickup of 6. So good gain on first down for the Wolfpack there. Our broadcast thanks to Northwest Bank, Okoboji Motor Company, and Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative. About 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 14-7 Spirit Lake, but Western moving the football at the Indians' 44-yard line. Second down and 4. 4 receivers again, quarterback keeper, and he'll wait for it to develop, and I think he's going to get the first down.
Oh, I think he's going to be just short. No, they're going to mark it.
Real close.
I don't know. That marker on the far side
Clyde.
is on the 40, and he's marking it about 39 and a half.
Yeah, well, 41,
or 41, I mean.
Almost 41.
Yeah, 41.
He gains 3 on the run. He's about a yard short. It'll be 3rd and short, and that is the end of the first quarter. Spirit Lake 14, Western Christian 7. Back with the second quarter in a minute on KUOO and Explore Kaboji Live Video.
Farmers and ranchers take on so much risk. They have so many things out of their control. They want somebody to be there for them. They want the ability to take care of them when they're in need.
They see the value in what they're doing to rural agriculture. The support they have, the product they have, it's just first class. If you want to put it this way, I bleed green.
For C&B, we've always been about growth the right way. We got to be there with high integrity and have people know they can trust that we're behind them for the long term.
McKean's Pub and Grill in Spirit Lake has awesome nightly specials Tuesday through Saturday. Stop by after the game or any night and enjoy a great atmosphere and good times with friends at McKean's Pub and Grill.
Spirit Lake student athletes have a long history of success on and off the field. Spirit Lake Community Schools is honored once again this year to recognize their dedication and cheer them on as they continue to make us proud with their accomplishments and character. We are Spirit Lake.
And we welcome you back to Hafer Field in Spirit Lake. Spirit Lake leads Western Christian 14-7. Exciting first quarter of football, Clyde Erke, and Wolfpack are on the move again at the Indians' 41-yard line.
Well, Spirit Lake, you know, they're executing on the defense, but I think they're starting to give up some run yards here because I think they're getting a little cushion for the pass.
Athletic group from Western Christian, and they'll hand it off. And that's not going to go anywhere on third and very short. Now it's going to be fourth and very long.
And Tyler Voss he almost got the handoff.
I'm not really sure what the thought process there was by the Wolfpack.
And when Mantle got the handoff, he kind of hesitated, and that just gave that much extra time for Voss to get in there. It was like Voss just brushed off his blocker.
They lost 7 yards.
Lost 7 on that one, back to the 48.
So on 4th down and 8, Western Christian will now look to punt as Awinga is back there to punt.
Another floater.
Ooh, and he's going to have to just toss it, and that's going to be incomplete.
Spirit Lake will take over at their own 48-yard line.
So
just a terrible snap.
Bad snap, and then an incomplete pass.
Well, it just floated back there, and it hardly even got to him.
And a turnover on downs at the, what is it, the Spirit Lake 48-yard line. So the Indians take over with 11:34 to go here in the first half at their own 48.
We'll see if they can take advantage of this now.
Good run there for Cornwall, crosses the 50. He's about halfway to another first down. They'll mark him at the 48 of Western Christian, it looks like, and a pickup of 4.
See, and that's what's nice. You can spell Bodie Higgins now, give him a little breather, bring in Jake Cornwall. Both of them are rushing very well. But the other thing with them is they might get 4 yards, 5 yards every now and then, but then watch out, they could break one for a big yardage gain.
2nd and 6, the Indians will have, looks like 4 wide receivers here for Lunt, who's in the shotgun. And he'll hand it off. And it'll be Cornwall down to the 45. Picks up another 2 or 3. Looks like he got 3. And they'll be about 2 to 3 yards shy of that first down. Mark it right at the 45-yard line.
You know the saying, 4 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards. What's that get you?
You like it. That's a first down.
First down every time.
Really, 3 every time is fine. 3rd down and 3. Fake the handoff. Lunt keeps it. He'll bulldoze close. I think he's got the first down. Looks like the far side.
That was a wildcat.
That was a wild card. Oh, all right.
That was Jake Cornwall that took the direct snap.
You're right. He's down to the, are they going to give him the 41? Looks like he's right at the line at the 42. That should be enough.
They're giving him the first down.
So the Indians move the chains. Now they'll be quick about it here. Lunt is under center. And he will look to, again, hand off. He fakes the handoff. Now he's going to throw downfield. He's got a man wide open. It's caught. That is Drew Alger, and he's inside the 5-yard line.
How about that pass on the run?
Had me fooled there.
How about that pass on the run,
Beautiful.
though? Going to his right and through. And that was because Lunt was back about at his 45, 48-yard line when he threw that.
Down to the 2.
Down to the 2.
Gain of 40.
That's a 40-yard bullet.
Beautiful throw by Cade Lunt. Puts the Indians at 1st and goal. And it'll be another one of those direct snaps.
And nothing on that
Not
one.
much that time for Cornwall. He might have got a yard. We'll see. I think they're going to give him basically the original line of scrimmage and no gain.
Doing a little wildcat there, but it's funny because I think Jake would probably be the backup quarterback if need be.
Yes. Well, isn't that a handy little thing to have?
Another handy little thing to have.
2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Indians trying to add to their 14-7 lead. And again, it looks like Cornwall. And he's going to keep it, and now he's going to be back all the way to the 6. So Western has that kind of figured out right now.
Yeah,
they lose 4.
Well, they know he's going to get it.
Mm-hmm. And probably run. So the ball now back up to the 6-yard line.
Loss of 4.
And Lunt is still in the game. We should note that. Let's see what they opt to do here. 9:08 to go first half. 14-7 Indians. It is 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line.
And they've got the kicker that could do it, but they're going to go for it. They want to put a little dagger going here.
So here's Lunt. Rolls to his right. Pressure from behind into the end zone. It looks like it's caught to me. And that is a touchdown for Tyler Voss.
Well, why not? Go up to your tallest guy out there, 6'3", go up in the air and get it.
6'4", my friend.
6'4", yep. And that's just what Tyler did. Lunt just floated it over the head, and Tyler just went up and snagged her in.
Tyler Voss makes it a 2-touchdown lead for Spirit Lake with 8:52 to go here in the first half, and an extra point coming up for Justin Ham. And they'll start with that swinging gate and now move it back over. Holder is, I believe, Cornwall. So here comes the snap. The hold, the kick is on the way, and it is good. 21-7 Spirit Lake. We are back in a minute. KUOO.
Okoboji Realty is a proud supporter of the Spirit Lake athletes and all the young athletes involved and driven for success. Good luck from Amy Maris and Mickey Harrington, real estate agents with Okoboji Realty. Dedicated to community, dedicated to you.
Whether you are freshening up your current decor, building new, or just looking for custom window treatments, Interior Sewing by Lisa has you covered with draperies, pillows, and Hunter Douglas blinds. Call me for your free in-home consultation at 712-320-3492.
Pizza Ranch of Spirit Lake is proud to sponsor the great local athletes in the Iowa Great Lakes. When great food meets great prices, it has to be Pizza Ranch. Pizza, chicken, salad, whatever you're in the mood for, it has to be Pizza Ranch in Spirit Lake.
From major accidents to minor fender benders, Jurdy Collision Center in Spirit Lake is prepared to get you back on the road looking like new with their state-of-the-art equipment, computerized color matching system, and experienced auto body technicians. Jurdy Collision Repair in Spirit Lake.
21-7, Spirit Lake leading Western Christian. 8:52 to go in the first half. What an exciting one we have here at Hafer Field in Spirit Lake. So far, at least during the game, the rain has pretty well held off.
It rained really hard about 10 minutes, maybe 7 minutes before the game.
And here's a kickoff for him, and that one is down to about the 25. Yeah, and he did it on purpose, and Western will have number 20 that time around. Ryder Van Bemmel return it up to about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, Justin.
They don't want McComb to touch it.
No, well, Justin came up to that kick, and he slowed way down and just kind of punched it so it didn't go really deep.
Well, credit the up back there for Western Christian of knowing what to do. And the ball at the 38-yard line of the Wolfpack. So they have pretty good starting field position again, Clyde.
Yeah.
They've had no worse than their own 20-yard line.
But Spirit Lake's defense has been stout after that one touchdown drive.
3 receivers for Van Regenmoorder. He's by himself in the backfield. Pressure.
Boom.
Gets it off down the field. Ooh, we got a little grabby. They're not going to call it. Okay.
They're going to let him play.
And that receiver downfield for Western Christian, he is not real pleased with that.
That could have very easily been face guarded.
That could have been. Well, yeah, he didn't turn around.
He did not turn around.
And there was a little grabbing.
Well,
too.
both of them were grabbing. I saw that. They were both pushing the arms away. And my thought was he's going to get called for face guarding on that because he did not turn around.
2nd and 10 coming up for Western Christian. Our broadcast thanks to your Spirit Lake Hy-Vee, State Farm Insurance agent Scott Troutman, and Bank Midwest. 2nd and 10. 3 receivers right, single receiver to the left for Van Regenmoorder and company at their own 38-yard line. Fumble, and they're going to have to land back on top of it. Looks like the running back Mantle lands back on top of it, and he is back to the 36-yard line, a loss of 2.
Yep. That was a team loss there. Bad snap. Didn't even get off the ground.
Well, probably a little slippery.
Yeah, fortunately, between Mantle and Van Regenmoorder, they were able to fall on it.
3rd and long for the Wolfpack. 3 receivers. And Regenmoorder gets the snap. Throws it out. Got to turn around, kids. That time around, incomplete. Yeah. That was thrown a little over.
It was overthrown, but also what happened was the receiver, Karsten Moritz, he kind of stopped.
Yeah.
He kind of stopped, and our defender out there just kind of stopped with him, and the ball went way over their head. Yep. They were battling for another.
If that was a closer throw, maybe a flag.
Maybe,
but because it was overthrown, no.
I still like our positioning of our defense back there.
Yep, I agree.
And I think that was is that Elger back there on that side?
I believe so.
Yep.
It'll be a punt coming up here for Western Christian. I think that's Higgins back to receive. And yes, they do have Owinga in there, Aiden Owinga. will look to punt. Let's see if they can get a better punt off this time, or a much better snap.
Yeah, a little bit better snap on that one.
That's a good punt as well, as it'll bounce inside the 30, just inside the 20-yard line, right at about the 20-yard line is where Spirit Lake will take over. So the defense does their job again. 7:51 to go here in the first half. It's 21-7 Spirit Lake.
I'm going to mark it at their own 19. 7:51. Put another good drive together here for the Indians before halftime.
Thanks to the Eye Care Center of Spirit Lake, Okoboji Motor Company, and Central Bank and Insurance for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. 1st and 10 Indians, and they'll look to hand off. And not a lot of room there for Higgins. Gets the line of scrimmage, maybe got one.
Yeah, and that's.
They'll give him a yard.
Both the defenses are not going to let any run game establish tonight.
No, I will agree with that. Western's front, Case Van Nieuwenhuis, pretty big kid, Gavin DeHogue and Derek Heinen are all doing a very good job on the line, as are their linebackers. They run a 3-5 scheme like Spirit Lake.
Yep.
And it's 2nd and a long 9 for Spirit Lake. And they will go to Higgins again. Got some blockers now. 35 is where he's looking to finish this one up. And it'll be a first down.
Great block. Just a perfect block on the outside by Teesfeld. And then a sustained block by Elger on the outside.
And a gain of 15 for an Indians first down. Score update from Y100. Emmetsburg leads South Central Calhoun 21-14 after 1. Full sports schedule at explorekoboji.com under the sports tab. Here's the throw for Cade Lunn. It's just a little screenplay. He gets it to Higgins. Good blocking out front. First down and then some. Nearing midfield is Bodie Higgins to the 47-yard line of the Indians.
Did you see the offensive line out front? 3 guys waited for that pass to be completed, and they just laid people out, and Bodie did the rest on his own.
And there is an injured Western Christian player. Blake Bonestrew is hurt on the far side of the field. We'll take a timeout. 21-7 Spirit Lake leading Western Christian with 6:57 to go first half. Back in a minute on KUOO and Explore Koboji live video.
Hut Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
At United Community Bank, we're actively engaged in developing, strengthening, and energizing our communities by investing in people and their hopes and dreams for the future. Let us go to work for you, supporting your goals and helping you succeed. We look forward to being a part of your financial future. United Community Bank, with locations in Milford, Okoboji, Hartley, Ocheyedan, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
United Community Bank, dedicated to your financial success.
After Blake Bonestrew did get up on his own and walk to the sideline for Western Christian, but they trail Spirit Lake 21-7 here on KUOO and Explore Koboji live video with Clyde Erkey. I'm Jason Jacobs, and Spirit Lake 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line, and they'll hand off, and not a lot of room for Higgins. Ball loose. Did Western get on it?
Are they saying it? No. Bodie came up and threw it back to the official.
Okay, but he'll gain about a half a yard, maybe.
Yep.
I'm going to go
no gain
on that. 2nd down and 10 coming out. We mentioned Emmetsburg, South Central Calhoun on Y100. HMS South O'Brien, the rivalry renewed tonight on Q102. And we have 2nd and 10 here. And a pass coming up, and he'll get it downfield. Got a guy. It's caught inside the 25.
I think that's Hassel.
And it is Caden Hassel.
And that time Lunt just couldn't quite get enough zip on it.
Otherwise,
Hassel was wide open, but he got hit as soon as he threw it, so he couldn't really step into it. But still, a long throw.
Down to the 28-yard line of Western Christian. So let's see, 35 yards, I believe. Or let's see, no, 25 yards on that one, excuse me. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians in Western Christian territory. And a man in motion, they'll hand off. That's Braden Teesfeld. Braden cuts it back up inside the 10. And that's where he's brought down at about the 8. Oh, Braden gets a full head of steam on him. He don't want to be tackled. He wants to tackle you with the football.
Well, he's a big kid, and
he is.
And he's fast, so he had that full head of steam coming from that slot position on the left side going to the right.
He's down to the 9-yard line, Clyde.
Big run of
gain of 19.
19 on that one.
Here's 1st and 10, or 1st and goal, and that's going to be a tackle for a loss to Higgins. Excellent job. Tyler Mantle by Western Christian tackles him down at the 14-yard line. So a loss of 5.
That doesn't happen very often to Bodie Higgins.
No, Mantle is a very good. He's a very good linebacker for Western Christian.
He plays that outside linebacker, so he's much like Teesfeld, his position too on defense. And you're both quick and strong.
2nd and goal from the 14, and they will look to throw. Pressure. Hayden Hassel avoids one, can't avoid two. Well, he halfway avoids two, and then he's tackled for a loss.
Yeah.
That's a sack way back at the 23-yard line.
That one hurt.
Well,
but
credit the Wolfpack defense there.
Well, that time he faked the handoff going to the right, and it did not fool the outside end over here, and it pushed Lunt back to the inside, and then by then the heavy pressure was on him with no blocking on this side.
And ball at the 23-yard line of Western Christian.
Loss of 9.
Oh, man. 3rd and goal from the 23. Looks like they're going to maybe just attempt to, well, who knows? They do have 2 receivers.
Maybe try and pull him off. They're going to send Braden and
send a couple of people.
Oh, we got a mix up here. I think we're going to have a penalty, I think.
Timeout called by Coach Bully. That's a good decision on his part.
Well, he saw that because it started 2 guys going in motion, and it just, something's wrong, he said.
21-7. Spirit Lake leads Western Christian. 4:06 to go here until halftime. We're going to keep it right here during this timeout. Thanks to our great sponsors, the Eye Care Center of Spirit Lake, Snappers Turtle Bay Cafe, and Drip Okoboji. We have some first quarter scores for you. It's HMS 6, South O'Brien nothing. That game on Q102. Boyd and Hull Rock Valley leads Unity Christian 6-0. Let's see. Okoboji and Manson are tied at 0 after 1. Sibley O'Cheaton leads Sheldon 3-0. West Lyon up on Sioux Center 10-0. And Central Lyon, George Little Rock leads a good West Sioux team 14-0 after 1. Central Lyon, George Little Rock, folks.
That's the real deal.
They are the real deal over there in Rock Rapids.
That's that District 1 over there.
They don't stay average. They're never bad.
Oh.
They don't stay average for long. Remember when we first started calling Spirit Lake games together? It's now been about a decade ago, 8 years ago, and we went over there the first couple of years, and they're okay. They were good enough to win that district in many cases. In 2A, remember West Lyon was a 1A team, but they are really good now. Here is 3rd down and goal. It's long. They're going to throw, and they got it caught. That's Teesfeld. He's inside the 5 for 4th down. That was a nice job.
Well, he needed to get that all back. He's down about the 4-yard line, I think.
That's about where they were at the 9 at one point.
They're at the 4 now.
So a gain of 19 for Cadelon and Teesfeld. And now we're going to have 4th down, and are they going to perhaps attempt? Here comes Ham. They're going to try a field goal.
Yep.
I like that decision, actually. You're up by 2 touchdowns, 3:37 to go until halftime. Let's give yourself a little breathing room. From the 11-yard line is where he's going to kick it. It'll be a 21-yard field goal attempt.
It'll be about like an extra point. 2 yards longer than an extra point. From the left hash, though.
So
got to angle it in there.
Here comes the kick.
No, I
don't think he got it. He was to the left, and it is no good.
Yeah,
I still like the idea.
I liked it too, but that's it. He had to go for that left hash, and he's used to kind of pulling that leg over anyway, and it just hooked in there to the left side of the goalpost.
So the Wolfpack get the ball back at their own 4-yard line, and that's kind of also why I like that decision, because, if you miss it, okay, they have the ball at the 4-yard line.
Yeah. Yep.
And there's 3:16 to go here until halftime. Not that Western Christian can't score quickly, because we know they can, but that was a good job of at least getting it down to the 4.
They'll get that on the 20. They'll get it on the 20.
Oh, they do get it on the 20-yard line.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, they'll get that on the 20.
That's different from high school. So Western will get the ball at their own 20-yard line. Well, now I don't know. The officials are conferencing. Our broadcast tonight, thanks to great sponsors like Okoboji Realty, Steamway Cleaning, and McKean's Pub and Grill. At halftime in Minnesota, Jackson County Central leads Laverne 14-0 that game.
They're discussing
on
this
KKOJ.
because I've never seen this.
I haven't seen that
heard
either.
Of this rule.
I thought you get the ball at the 4-yard line.
I thought it'd be where the line of scrimmage was. Why would it come out?
Now another official's going to come out there and chat.
They're going to confer here. I don't, unless this is a new rule implemented this year. I've never heard of this.
You're not seeing Coach Beloit go out and argue anything, so he must agree. Ball goes to the 20-yard line. Okay.
Right.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Wolfpack from their own 20-yard line, trailing 21-7, 3:16 to go in the first half. 4 receivers. They'll look to throw. Van Regenmorter in trouble, and he will pick up a couple yards after he takes off with it to the 22. Made something out of nothing. Nobody open downfield.
No, good coverage again by this defensive backs and the linebacker. And we got, I think Van Regenmorter is down.
No, that's
ours.
That's Tyler Voss.
Okay.
Maybe he just got the wind knocked out of him. We've got an injury in the field. Now he's going to get up, and actually I think it's Wallene maybe.
And it's like a shoulder stinger.
So he will go to
that's Voss.
That is Voss. He'll go to the sideline, and it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Wolfpack at their own 22-yard line, and the clock should begin again here once they
line up. Yep.
Line
they should
up.
Get it going right now. Yep.
And here it goes. Under 3 now to play in the first half. 3 receivers left, single receiver right, and Van Regenmorter in the shotgun with Mantle. Tries to draw him off sides. Now he's just going to hand off, and not a lot of running room there. That was not Mantle, though. That was number 23, Ashton Van Hull. Van Hull crosses the 25.
It was kind of a rugby scrum. Nobody got him down low, and there was just a big blob of manhood going up the field on that one.
Up to the 27-yard line.
Give him a gain of 5.
And it makes it 3rd down and 3. Pretty manageable here for the Wolfpack.
Clock's down to 2 minutes, 20 seconds in the first half.
But they're in no rush.
No. And Western, they're not a big quick strike team from what I'm seeing, though.
And they're going to look to throw. And now heavy pressure. Getting away as Van Regenmorter does have a man out in the flat. That's number 12, Pettit. Pettit up to the 47, maybe even 48-yard line before he's brought down.
Just a broken play, and he just had to scramble for that one. And Pettit just kind of flanked out to the left when he saw or to his left when he saw his quarterback in trouble.
Gained 22 yards to the 49. 1st and 10 for the Wolfpack. 2 minutes to go here until halftime. Clock continues to tick as the chains got set. Wolfpack with 2 receivers each side. And they will almost certainly go through the air now. They'll look to throw. Van Regenmorter rolls to his right, has lots of time. As a man downfield, it'll be caught, and he'll stay in bounds, but it'll be a 1st down for Chandler Paloma. Barely.
Yeah,
Got
barely.
to the 41-yard line of Spirit Lake. He got the 10 yards he needed.
Well, they're playing that heavy cushion right now.
Right. A minute 29 and counting. They did keep him in bounds. That's the positive thing for Spirit Lake, but 3 receivers to the left.
It'll stop while they set is what they're going to do.
Now it'll be Van Regenmorter looking to throw. Pressure.
Get him.
And
that's
he'll
grounding.
Throw it away.
That has to be grounding.
Anybody in the vicinity. Coach Beloit says nobody in the vicinity. They're going to just call it an incomplete pass. So ball still at the 41.
Wow.
2nd and 10. I mean, it's incomplete either way, but oh, man. There was nobody near that.
Nobody near that.
I mean, it was like 10 yards.
And he was still inside the box.
Well, close.
No, he was inside that tackle box yet.
All right, here's 4 receivers for Western Christian on 2nd and 10. Minute 12 to go first half. 2 touchdown lead for Spirit Lake at the moment. They're going to look to throw. Pressure coming again. Van Regenmorter spins back. He's going to have to get rid of that. He's got a lot of pressure coming. Now he'll throw it downfield. Has a man, and it's caught. Wow, are you kidding me? What a play.
Well, they just had to scramble. I mean, it's just one of those. All right, I'm scrambling. My receivers have to find an opening somewhere, and I'll get it to you.
He got it to the 23-yard line. They pick up 18, and that's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 from the Spirit Lake 23. We're under a minute to go here in the first half. 21-7. Western Christian trailing Spirit Lake, trying to make it a one-touchdown game. They'll bunch things up here for Van Regenmorter. Again, looking to throw. Pressure coming. Van Regenmorter's going to get sacked. Back at the 30-yard line.
This time he's going down.
And that's a nice job by Drew Alger.
Jake Cornwall. Jake Cornwall's in on that one.
Okay, Cornwall's in there.
Yep.
I misread the number there. To the 30 and a timeout, Western Christian. That gives me time to remind you about our McKean's Pub and Grill sack attack.
One right
Every
there.
time Spirit Lake tackles the opposing team's quarterback, somebody wins a cheeseburger basket. Cheeseburger and fries?
Cheeseburger and fries?
Sounds pretty good to me.
Well, you betcha.
I know last week I happened to just cruise on by after the ball game, and there was a healthy crowd going in afterwards to McKean's Pub and Grill in Spirit Lake. Check them out and tell them thanks for sponsoring the sack attack. Now, how do you sign up? Just go to explorecabogie.com. It's one of the scrolling banners there on the homepage. I think it's also on the sports page. So.
Yep.
There you go. 21-7 Spirit Lake. The band is coming onto the field since the rain has stopped.
The rain has stopped.
So we will have the Forest Marching Band for those of you watching on Explore Kaboji Live video at halftime. For those of you on the radio side, we will have a 3-minute timeout at halftime, and then our halftime report from Sports Director Scott Nolte, who will tell you all about the games that are happening around the area tonight and also the college games that are happening across the state tomorrow. There might be a big game tomorrow.
A little, yeah, it's kind of a big one.
I mean, it doesn't have quite the hype of last year, but it's still a pretty big game. 39 seconds to go until halftime. It'll be 2nd down and 17 for Western Christian after the sack, but they've still got the ball at the Spirit Lake 30, and here we go. They're going to throw it over the middle, and it's caught. What a great catch. It was behind Ashton Van Hull. Well, now we have some confusion as far as who has the football. It is Western Christian ball. They get back to the original line of scrimmage. And maybe a little more than that. Ball is down at the 21-yard line, gain of 9. Here's 3rd down and 8. Van Regenmorter rolls to his left. He's being heavily pressured. It'll be overthrown. They were looking for Chandler Palama downfield. He can get some ups, man, but not quite enough for that. And it'll be incomplete. And 4th down coming up from the 21-yard line, it looks like. And more like the 22, actually, Clyde. So just note that. 4th down from the 22-yard line. 4th and 8 for the Wolfpack. 22 seconds on the clock for those of you on the radio end of things. And what do we have here? Another timeout called by Western Christian with 22.9. They should have one timeout left after this.
One left.
Let's go ahead and take a 30-second timeout if we can. 21-7 Spirit Lake, back in 30 seconds. KUOO.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm and Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
Whether it's a flooded basement or damaged carpets, Steamway Cleaning has the tools and professional service to restore the beauty of your floors. Steamway Cleaning also provides duct cleaning, odor removal, and much more, plus 24-hour emergency services. Call Steamway Cleaning in Spirit Lake.
1-7, Spirit Lake leads Western Christian here, and we've got about 22 seconds, 22.9 I believe left here in the first half. With Clyde Erke, Jason Jacobs, we thank you for joining us this evening wherever you may be.
We were talking during the break there as far as the refs letting them play. There's only been one penalty that was declined, that holding penalty.
Yeah.
That was declined. That's the only penalty that they've called.
So far, pretty well cleanly played.
Yep.
Here's 4th down and 8 for Western. From their 22, or the Spirit Lake 22, now Coach Beloit says, I'm going to take a timeout. I can't take them with me.
But he was not happy about something out there.
Well, I don't blame him there. Take the timeout if you have 3 timeouts in the first half. He had 2 left. So take the timeout if you need it. Regroup here. It is 4th and 8 or 4th and 9 from the 22-yard line. Don't just give Western Christian, a great athletic group like that, a free play, essentially. So our broadcast tonight, thanks to Dr. Craig Newell, Pizza Ranch, and Spirit Lake Community School District. 21-7 Spirit Lake. They lead Western Christian with 22 seconds to go. It'll be 4th down and 8 for the Wolfpack. And our halftime report is coming up. For those of you watching on Explore Kaboji Live Video, we'll have the Forest Marching Band here at halftime. All right, here we go. 4th down and 8 for the Wolfpack. 3 receivers to the far side of the field from us. Single receiver to the right. And here's Van Regenmorter. And he will throw. Over the middle, has a man. It's caught behind him. No.
Drop.
Incomplete.
Drop.
It was kind of in and out of the hands of J.D. Pettit. Had to try to make the catch from behind.
Yeah, he threw it way behind him on that one, and he wasn't able to snag that one.
So, good stop.
One of the worst passes I've seen from Van Regenmorter tonight.
Yeah, he's been pretty darn good. With 18.9 on the clock in the first half, Spirit Lake takes over after Western Christian turns it over on downs at their own 22-yard line, leading 21-7. Probably just one play here.
I think take a knee.
And that's what they're going to do. So they will take the knee, and that's going to be the end of the first half. Mark it back at, the 21-yard line there. Oh, Western is going to use that last timeout.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, you know what they always say. Can't take them with you.
Can't take them with you. They're just going to make him run this one more play.
Well, anything can happen, right?
Yeah.
And there's still 10.9 on the clock.
There could be a bad snap under center like that, but you hope not.
Well, Kirk Ferensoy says keep the timeouts, we'll take the pig when they're playing Minnesota. Yep. So, now we have a penalty. Okay.
Okay, first penalty, and that's against Western.
So that'll be up to the 26-yard line. Now they should be able to kneel it down here with 10 seconds to go. Oh, whistle again, that's going to be it. All right. So at the end of the first half, Spirit Lake leads Western Christian 21-7. 3-minute timeout, halftime show on the way with Doctors Norland and Cornwall at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. Radio will get the halftime report in 3 minutes. And for those of you watching on video, we'll have the Forest Marching Band coming up on KUOO and Explore Kaboji Live Video.
Okoboji Motor Company, we understand your vehicle represents a significant investment, and nobody knows your vehicle better than our certified experts, who bring on average 30 years experience in providing expert GM and Toyota service. We have the latest, most advanced equipment specifically designed for your vehicles. Express Lube and service hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 336-1500 to service your vehicle.
Okoboji Motor Company. Driven to serve better. Driven to serve better.
Your Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is making lives easier, healthier, and happier. Check out Hy-Vee.com and find meal solutions, recipes, your weekly ad, and the latest edition of Seasons. Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is a proud supporter of all students, wishing them a good year academically and athletically.
At Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, we invest in economic development, safety, youth, and charitable programs. We are committed to the communities we serve.
Powering communities, improving lives at your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm in Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
We welcome you back to Hafer Field in Spirit Lake. 21-7, Spirit Lake leads Western Christian, our halftime show, presented by our friends at Okoboji Motor Company in Spirit Lake. We thank them for sponsoring here this evening and, of course, each and every week. Well, Clyde, Western Christian started the game off with a pretty high-powered attack, a nice-looking touchdown catch, 28 yards to Ashton Van Hull, but Spirit Lake scores 3 straight touchdowns since. And actually, they got a 54-yard touchdown catch and run by Caden Hassel. They got a 34-yard touchdown catch by Tyler Voss, and a 6-yard touchdown catch by Voss. Did miss a field goal late. Could have maybe added a few more points. But either way, up 21-7. Got to feel pretty good.
Got to feel real good against number 6 team in 1A. I think their defense, and it's not a run game by any means for either team tonight.
Nope.
For either team, they're really holding each other at bay on those running capacity. Spirit Lake's got the edge right now in the passing because of some of those big passing plays. Spirit Lake gave up a couple of those big ones to start the game, but they've dropped back a little bit further in that passing attack, and they're not allowing that to get deep. They're giving up their shorter yardage first because they know they got the pursuit with them. For the statistic-wise, for the Spirit Lake Indians, rushing-wise, Bodie Higgins way below his average, 10 carries for only 16 yards.
It's going to be a tough haul tonight.
Yep. Jake Cornwall, 5 carries for 6 yards. Tyler Voss, 1 carry for -1. Braden Teesfield has the longest run of the night and the most yardage, 1 carry for 19 yards. Cade Luntz got 4 carries for -2 yards. That's the rushing attack on the night. Passing-wise, or receiving-wise, Bodie Higgins has 2 catches for 35 yards. Both those screen plays that set up beautifully out there. Drew Eldrer, 1 for 40 yards on another great one. Caden Hassel, 2 catches, 79 yards, the big one, that 54-yarder that he scampered in the end zone on. Tyler Voss, I've got him 2 catches for 40 yards. Braden Teesfeld, 1 catch for 19 on the night. Cade Lunt, 8 for 10 on the night, 213 yards passing. So pretty good night for Cade Lunt.
He has really come a long ways in 2 weeks, hasn't he?
Yeah, very much so.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, just game experience, I suppose, was probably the biggest thing there for him. But, wow, I was very impressed with that first half for him.
Well, he doesn't lose his cool when he has to roll out. He keeps looking downfield. If there's nothing there, he's looking to where he can tuck it, and he did that a couple of times. For the Wolfpack from Western Christian, Caden Van Riggemorter is 6 carries for 14 yards. Ashton Van Holt has 1 carry for 5 yards, and Tyler Mantle 7 carries for 5 yards. So no rushing attack there at all either. Receiving-wise, Polima has 1 catch for 10. Pettit has 3 catches for 46. Harberts has 1 catch for 27. And Van Holt 3 catches for 47 on the night, making it 8 for 17 for Van Riggemorter for 130 yards, which is really, you think about it, well below their average.
Yeah.
Because they're a big passing team. So totals for the first half of this game, I've got Spirit Lake with 7 first downs, Western with 7 first downs. Rushing-wise, Spirit Lake, 21 carries, 38 yards is all. They're only averaging 1.8 yards per carry. when before we talked about in pregame, we had a couple of our big backs that are averaging 10 yards a carry. For Western, I had them with 14 rushes for 24 yards. They're only averaging 1.7 yards per carry. Passing-wise, like I said, Spirit Lake 8 for 10 for 213 yards, 80% percentage on the completion. Western 8 for 17 for 130 yards. They're only 47% on their completions. Total yards 251 for Spirit Lake, 154 for Western Christian.
21-7, Spirit Lake leads Western Christian here at halftime. Other scores at halftime on Q102, Hartley Melvin Samwarden leads South O'Brien 22-6. Martin County West on Extreme Country 105-7 leads Sleepy Eye 14-0 in Minnesota, as Jackson County Central leads Laverne 14-0 on KKOJ at halftime. After the first quarter, Emmitsburg led South Central Calhoun 21-14 on Y100. Upcoming sports schedule tomorrow, of course, we'll have the coaches show from the Hut in Arnold's Park at 8:15. That'll be right here on KUOO. Of course, later tonight, before the coaches show, before we get to that, we'll have, of course, the Iowa High School scoreboard show 10 to 11:30. Get all the scores and highlights from across the state tomorrow on KUOO. The big game, Iowa State at Iowa. Pregame at 1, kickoff at 3:05. And, expect the unexpected with Iowa State.
Yeah, I was talking to Dr. Smith before this game when I first got here tonight. He says, who do you think will win? And I said, well, I'm an Iowa State fan, so I got to root for them. He says, no, who do you think will win? And I said, I think Iowa State will win.
Yeah, I would think they would be favored at this point.
But here's the deal. But here's the deal. You look at it, I think what Iowa has to do is shut down the passing game, because Deckers, heck of a job last week.
He can throw the football. Yeah.
But Iowa has no offense.
Well,
they didn't show it last week. Let's put it that way.
And
that's what Dr. Smith said. He says, yeah, but they're the type of team that's going to go do a game like that and come out this next week, put 28 points on the scoreboard, and hold the opponent to 3.
Yeah, I do agree there is a chance that happens. I just don't know.
I just don't see it.
I have nothing. I think Iowa State, maybe this is their best opportunity they've had in – I think they've had opportunities where they've maybe been favored, but this is maybe the best opportunity they've had because Iowa's offense just looks so anemic.
Yeah, and I think the defense on the Iowa State side is not very good, though. That's the other problem.
And it actually might get easier for Iowa's offense in that respect. So we have some other halftime scores. Let's run down those real quick. Okoboji still tied 0-0 with Manson Northwest Webster. Defensive battle there. BHRV leads Unity Christian 13-0. Galen Catholic leads LW 28-0 there. Also, MOC Floyd Valley leads, I believe that's Storm Lake 35-0. We have Sheldon leading Sibley Ocheyedan 13-9 at halftime. West Line over Sioux Center 10-0. And Central Line George Little Rock leads, I believe it's number 1 in Class A, West Sioux, 31-0.
Wow.
Whoa. All right, 21-7. Spirit Lake leading here. Western Christian kicking off to the Indians to start the third quarter. Ooh, and that one got hit by a Spirit Lake player. Got to pick that up. Oh, no, and then it's going to be down by, I think Western got it.
This one.
They did. Spirit Lake muffed that around, and Western Christian comes up with it.
That big, huge mistake right there. Spirit Lake, I think it got hit by one guy up front, and then Elger was going to come up, and he took his eye off the ball the minute he grabbed it, and it kind of went off his hip. That one stayed in bounds, and Western Christian fell on that one for a fumble.
Well, that's one way to hurt your 2-touchdown lead, as the ball will be placed at the Spirit Lake 24-yard line, and Western Christian will get the ball 6 seconds into the second half. And we know that their offense can move the football. So here we go. Wolfpack will go with 4 wide receivers here for Caden Van Regenmorter. And they send a man in motion. That's Van Hull, and they're going to toss out to Van Hull. Nobody home out there, and he's going to get around the defense, and he'll be close, if not has the first down. He's down to the 15-yard line. Pickup of at least 9.
Yeah, they're going to mark it right at the 15.
And he'll be 1 yard shy.
1 yard shy. About a half yard, actually.
Ooh.
A little option play there.
So 2nd and 1 for the Wolfpack at the 15. I don't even think they need a whole yard, to be honest with you.
No, that's what I say, about
so
a half a yard.
They can do quite a bit here with it on 2nd and short.
Watch for the fake and the guy going across the middle for the pass.
4 receivers. They are going to hand it off. Mantle, well,
he's
got
it.
the 15. Yep. Maybe he has the first down. Looks like they got it.
They fell forward about a yard, 2 yards. And the market at about the 13, I think.
Yep. So he'll gain 2 and moves the sticks. 1st and 10, Wolfpack at the Spirit Lake 13-yard line. And again, Spirit Lake leading by 2 touchdowns, 21-7, but Western knocking on the door after the kickoff was fumbled by the Indians. Well, it got a bit of a bunched look here for Van Regenmorter and company. And they are going to look to throw on 1st down towards the end zone. That's caught, and that is a touchdown for Carson Murray. I believe that was number 6.
That was an easy pitch and catch right there.
Wow. 13-yard touchdown catch for Carson Murray.
And what Murray did, what he did on that one is he goes to the outside and he starts going in a little bit, but right away Van Regenmorter is looking outside. He throws the ball to the outside, and he just breaks off that route inside, goes the outside corner, and the ball's right there. Perfectly timed pass.
Miles Bacam is on to attempt an extra point, and that's just too easy. The holder is Chandler Palama. And here comes the snap, the hold, the kick is on the way, and it looks pretty good to me. Officials agree. We have a 1-touchdown game. 21-14 Spirit Lake, 10:46 to go, 3rd quarter. Back in a minute on KUOO.
Farmers and ranchers take on so much risk. They have so many things out of their control. They want somebody to be there for them. They want the ability to take care of them when they're in need.
They see the value in what they're doing to rural agriculture. The support they have, the product they have, it's just first class. If you want to put it this way, I bleed green.
For C&B, we've always been about growth the right way. We got to be there with high integrity and have people know they can trust that we're behind them for the long term.
McKean's Pub and Grill in Spirit Lake has awesome nightly specials Tuesday through Saturday. Stop by after the game or any night and enjoy a great atmosphere and good times with friends at McKean's Pub and Grill.
Spirit Lake student athletes have a long history of success on and off the field. Spirit Lake Community Schools is honored once again this year to recognize their dedication and cheer them on as they continue to make us proud with their accomplishments and character. We are Spirit Lake.
Well, a fumbled kickoff allows Western Christian to score a quick touchdown, and we have a 1-touchdown game here at Hafer Field in Spirit Lake. 21-14 Spirit Lake, 10:46 to go, 3rd quarter, and Spirit Lake will pick it up here at the 17-yard line. And then I didn't catch the number, but he'll get all the way.
I think that's Elger.
You're correct. All the way to the 26-yard line. 27 maybe yard line. So the Indians now working with the 1-touchdown lead. Been a while since it's been that close, actually. It's a good chunk of that first half where they led by 2 touchdowns.
They just need to get that bad mistake out of their head right now and get a nice drive, get a touchdown here, and get that 2-touchdown conversion back.
Had a little confusion there. Had to get Wallin on the field quickly at the end of that, or before this play goes off. They will hand it off to, I believe, Higgins. And Bodie will get to the 30-yard line. So we'll pick up a 3. 2nd and 7 on the way. We'll go back to bread and butter when things don't go right, correct?
Exactly.
And they'll spread it out now. 4 wide receivers.
Get a little ground pound and maybe get something going across the middle here.
Now Wallin is in motion. So is Higgins. They're going to end up with 5 receivers. They'll toss it out on a little screen play. It's going to be caught. I think that's Higgins. And he didn't get much.
That didn't work at all, no.
Western had that sniffed out. Western has real good speed on the edges. And that time around, I think it was Teague Vervelde was one of the guys out there, and also Derek Heinen. So the ball at the 31-yard line, a gain of 1 on the little screen pass. That makes it 3rd down and 6. 2 receivers far side of the field, 1 receiver to the near side for Cade Lunt. Pressure. Lunt downfield has a guy.
Oh, my goodness.
Ryder Sundahl
No,
check that. That was Caden Hassel.
Too easy.
And he was down at the 36-yard line of Western Christian, and it was thrown a little bit behind him. He had to turn around and make the catch, but it was in and out of his hands.
Turn around and come back to it, but he easily could have caught that. Just kind of bounced right out of his hands.
Oh, that's
my
what could have been, right?
Yep.
4th and 6, and Spirit Lake will have to punt. Caleb Ryder is back to punt. Pregame is back to receive for Western, and so is Ashton Van Hull. Speed back there for the Wolfpack. Be careful here. That's a good-looking punt. It'll go to the 36-yard line where Pregame catches it, and he'll go up the right side, has a little running room, and then he avoids a couple tackles. He's near midfield. He'll be stopped at the 48-yard line.
And
good field position again for the Wolfpack.
Yeah.
They have had good field position all night. This time, starting at their own, they're going to mark 49-yard line. We have 9:19 to go, third quarter, and it's a one-touchdown game, 21-14 Spirit Lake. Western Christian quickly with the ball back. Well, let's see if that defense can tighten things up here a little bit. Emmetsburg at halftime leading South Central Calhoun 35-21. That's a long first half for Scott Nolte and company.
Yep.
56 points and a half. All right, we have 4 receivers here for Caden Van Regenmorter in the shotgun. 1st and 10 from his own 49-yard line, looking to throw, and he'll toss it over the middle, and there was nobody there. I think he intended that for Ashton Van Hull. He had pressure coming.
He did, but that wasn't even close. He threw it way out in front.
He just hit his chest and said, my bad on that one. So just kind of mistimed things or something. 2nd and 10 from the Western Christian 49. Tonight's broadcast thanks to Okoboji View and Pub 19 and Interior Sewing by Lisa. With Clyde Erkey, I'm Jason Jacobs.
And that's what this front line needs to do for the Spirit Lake Indians, get that pressure on them. The front 8 linebackers, you're going to have the outside ones that drop back into coverage.
3 receivers left, and pressure. Spirit Lake's going to get it off, though. Don't know who has it there. I believe.
I think that's Van Hull.
Mantle, 28.
Okay.
I think it was Mantle anyway. Yeah, that looks like Mantle. So they
a
dump it off.
Valve, yeah.
And that was almost a sack. Mantle instead will pick up about 4, let's say, to the 47-yard line of Spirit Lake. Well, they turned something or nothing into something. Now it's 3rd and 6. Pretty manageable for this Western Christian bunch. They're going to bunch 3 receivers up to the right, single receiver to the left. Here's the snap. And plenty of time to throw. Over the middle. Intercepted! Yes! That's picked up by Drew Alger.
Yep.
At the 36-yard line of Spirit Lake.
Yep. Read that one perfectly, stepped right in front of that. Good coverage downfield that time. And Van Regenmorter kind of forced that one in there as Drew Alger stepped right in front of it, picked it off, and got tackled immediately.
8:26 to go, third quarter. Still 21-14 Spirit Lake. And the Indians now with the ball at their own, where are they going to mark him? 36-yard line.
8:26 on the clock.
And Cade Lunt is in the shotgun. Has a man in motion. That is Alger, who just got the interception. Hands off Higgins, and that is just blocked up and right away. Derek Heinen comes from behind and just makes a quick tackle on that and no gain.
Such tough running. You got to do it, though, to keep him honest here a little bit.
Yeah, that was just very well done, though.
But it really sets it up to where it almost dictates on what that defensive line can do now. They can kind of pin their ears back because you know they got to be looking at throwing a little short pass or something.
2nd and 10, and they will hand off. This is, I believe, Higgins. And Bodie passing the 40 to the 41. So get some of it back on second down, and it'll make it 3rd and 5.
Just a little sweep play that time. Higgins lines up out on the left edge, comes in motion a little bit, takes that handoff, and picks up 5 yards.
And now the Indians will work with, looks like just a single receiver each side. Lunt is in the shotgun with Higgins here on 3rd and 5 from their own 41, leading by 7. And they're going to go to Higgins. Western has it pretty well sniffed out. He's going to be a couple yards shy, about 3 yards shy of that first down. They'll give him the 43-yard line, but no more. So now Spirit Lake, I think you're in a punting situation. You have to win the field position battle.
Yeah,
they really have not necessarily won the field position battle tonight, even though they're leading the ball game. They've had some good drives, but Western has, in these sorts of situations, largely won the field position battle.
Yeah, just get a good punt off here. And
Bacam is back to receive.
Bacam. Oh, they're going to do a fake.
They're going to fake. Now they're going to toss it out.
Yeah.
Nobody home.
He could not get a grip on the ball. He had to re-grip, and by then he saw the pressure coming, and that did not work.
So the fake punt, no good, and it's a turnover on downs. Oh, my. 6:42 to go, third quarter, and we're still in a one-touchdown game. And Western Christian, again, gets good field position now at the Spirit Lake 43-yard line. Let's see if that defense can come up with another stop here.
Yeah, they need to right now because they're giving them the field, really, really good field position this second half.
3 receivers left, single receiver to the right. Now they send a man in motion in Van Hull. It'll be a quarterback keeper for Van Regenmorter, and he'll cross the 40 down to the 38-yard line. And they'll say forward progress gives him a little more than that to the 37. Well, he faked that pretty much all the way and picks up 6 and makes it 2nd down and 4 from the Spirit Lake 37.
We knew it was going to be a good football game here between two very good teams.
Oh, excellent. Excellent athletes on the field tonight. 4 receivers for the Wolfpack here. Looks like Mantle's in the backfield perhaps. Now the man is in motion. They're going to go to Mantle. Mantle will get the 35-34, looks like. That's going to be not quite enough.
The market right at the 34.
He'll be about a yard short, not quite a yard. Yep, here's 3rd down. So give him 3. Now it'll be 3rd and 1 from the Spirit Lake 34. 5:52 to go, third quarter. We have a 21-14 Spirit Lake lead. Score update on KKOJ, JCC all over Laverne, 24-0 just into the fourth quarter there. 3rd and 1. Van Regenmorter in the shotgun. And we'll hand off, and there is, he's going to bounce it back out. Will they catch him? Yes!
Got him.
That is Jake Cornwall, I believe.
Well, he got hit right in the middle. That thing was supposed to go right straight up the middle, but Spirit Lake front 3 just bunched it up. Pullman in there, Wallin, and I believe
Van Hall was the runner there. Ball placed back at the 38-yard line. Loss of 4, Clyde. Now it's 4th and 5 from the 33-yard line? 38-yard line, excuse me. They're going to go for it here.
Yeah.
And why not? You're on the other side of the 50. And they're going to look to throw. Here comes pressure. Can they get to him? Hit as he's thrown into, be downfield, incomplete. Nah, it wasn't really a receiver all that close.
And the one that did got tripped up with our defender, so turnover on downs. Heavy pressure again. Good job by the defense of Spirit Lake.
Well, the defense with an interception and a turnover on downs now.
Now they need to take advantage of this.
Third quarter.
Take advantage of this and march one down here and get it back into the end zone.
Spirit Lake at their own 38-yard line now with a 21-14 lead on Western Christian. Week 3, non-district play. District action starts next week for 1A and 2A. And they'll look to throw. And they're going to try to go deep. And they want to go to number 7, Caden Hassel again, who's had a good night, but that one is incomplete, overthrown.
And smart play, first down play, just try and do the fly pattern and let Hassel outrun the defender. He didn't have much of a step on him on that one, and the ball was overthrown. But you've noticed what they've done is they've switched the speedy Hassel out here in the end, and they put the speedy Bacam on the defense.
I don't blame him. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 38. Spirit Lake at their own 38-yard line here. And, the ball comes out.
My
and
goodness.
Western Christian's going to come away with it.
Oh, my goodness.
And into the end zone, it pops into the air, into the hands of Derek Heinen. He'll race into the end zone, and we're an extra point away from a tie ball game. Are you kidding me?
I mean, it's a mix-up on the handoff. Lunt went back to turn around, and Bodie Higgins thought it was a different play. They ran into each other. The ball went straight up in the air, and just like that, as it was in the air, Derek Heinen grabbed it out of the air. He's running to make the tackle, and it fell right into his arms, and he just kept right on and running. That's bizarre. So the mistakes are just killing Spirit Lake in the second half.
So a turnover leads to a 38-yard touchdown for Derek Heinen and the Wolfpack. And
okay, I guess I got to give him 38 yards rushing.
You do. Macomb will have the extra point. And this is to tie. No,
good.
It's to the right. Oh, the drama and the hijinks continue.
Wow.
21-20. Spirit Lake maintains a 1-point lead. Remember, it was a 1-point game last year as well, Clyde.
It was.
4:50 to go, third quarter, and we are back in a minute on KUOO.
Your best inside and out with Drip Okoboji. IV hydration can help you with energy, athletic recovery, hydration, weight loss, in addition to cold and flu symptoms, food poisoning, and gout relief. Reboot, recover, and repair with Drip Okoboji. Visit us online to schedule at dripokoboji.com.
Hey sports fans, the Venue and Sportsman's is where you want to watch your favorite teams. You can also book your birthday parties, company parties, tea times, or hunting on a simulator. Book online at venueokoboji.com. Open daily next to Sportsman's in Spirit Lake.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Another low kick there from Macomb. Spirit Lake will pick it up. Good return here to the 40, to the 45, 50, 45, 40. All the way down to the 39-yard line goes number 4, Bodie Higgins.
And that's what Spirit Lake needed. A little spark there. Bodie didn't have a whole lot of running room, but he just broke a couple of shoulder tackles and then started rumbling, and he got drugged down from behind by good catch-up speed by the Western Christian team.
Well, you're telling me that the turnover on downs and all that wasn't a good enough?
No.
It wasn't a good enough spark? I hope this is. Good field position. They're going to hand off here on first down. No running room. In fact, it's going to be a loss of a yard for Jake that's Higgins, excuse me.
Yeah. The running game has just vanished here. Western Christian is just swarming.
Well, they're doing a good job of keeping Spirit Lake. There's at least about 7 guys in the box at all times.
Yeah, they got to find something
there was
here.
8 on that play.
And then they got to give time for Lunt to be able to throw a pass, too.
2nd and 11. Lunt is under center. He'll go to Higgins again. Better hold this time. Higgins squirts through to the 30. He's close to a first down. I think he's got a first down at the 28-yard line. And that should be enough.
I think so. They're going to mark it, at about
just
the 28.
shy of the 28. Yeah, that's enough.
Yep.
So 1st and 10 Indians at the Western Christian 28. It's 21-20 Spirit Lake, by the way. Western Christian missed the extra point after a 38-yard, we're going to call it fumble, ball flip in the air, and then a return by Western Christian's
You got to call
Derek
it a fumble.
Heinen.
It's just a mix-up play.
Here's a look for a throw, and Lunt downfield, caught, touchdown! In heavy pressure to Drew Alger. But was he beyond the line of scrimmage?
I don't know. That's what we're looking at right now. And I think the official is kind of looking at it, too. The head umpire, the referee, he kind of got to the line of scrimmage, looked over where it was, and Travis Koima is asking, is that across the line of scrimmage? But they're not calling anything.
As of now, it's a 28-yard touchdown catch for Drew Alger. And what a rifle.
Yeah, good pass.
3:40 to go, third quarter, and the excitement continues here at Hafer Field as it's back to a 7-point game. Could be an 8-point game if Justin Ham makes this extra point.
It looks like Will Graves is the holder.
Snap, hold, kick is on the way, and official says it's good. So a little extra breathing room for Ham and Spirit Lake, and they now lead 28-20 with 3:40 to go in the third quarter. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. More coming up on KUOO.
Okoboji Realty is a proud supporter of the Spirit Lake athletes and all the young athletes involved and driven for success. Good luck from Amy Maris and Mickey Harrington, real estate agents with Okoboji Realty. Dedicated to community, dedicated to you.
Whether you are freshening up your current decor, building new, or just looking for custom window treatments, Interior Sewing by Lisa has you covered with draperies, pillows, and Hunter Douglas blinds. Call me for your free in-home consultation at 712-320-3492.
Pizza Ranch of Spirit Lake is proud to sponsor the great local athletes in the Iowa Great Lakes. When great food meets great prices, it has to be Pizza Ranch. Pizza, chicken, salad, whatever you're in the mood for, it has to be Pizza Ranch in Spirit Lake.
From major accidents to minor fender benders, Jurdy Collision Center in Spirit Lake is prepared to get you back on the road looking like new with their state-of-the-art equipment, computerized color matching system, and experienced auto body technicians. Jurdy Collision Repair in Spirit Lake.
Yeah.
3:40 to go, third quarter, and we got a game here at Haferfield in Spirit Lake. The Indians have just extended their lead back to 8, 28-20. With Clyde Rickey, I'm Jason Jacobs. Matthew Grisham, our video engineer on Explore Kaboji Live Video. And thanks to Michael Petska, KUOO audio engineer at Mission Control. Here's the kickoff from Ham. Goes to the, 2-1 yard line. And it's going to be a touchback because it'll go into the end zone.
He caught it and then took a step back, hit the end zone, and that's a touchback.
That was Uchan Harberts with the reception there and kind of bobbled it and took a step back in the end zone. So Western Christian, well, for the first time tonight, Western Christian, I guess I should say second time tonight, they got to start from their own 20-yard line.
Yep.
That's as bad as it's gotten, though, for them. They've had great field position most of the game, really.
Yeah, last time they started from their own 20.
And they've been on the Spirit Lake side of the field twice.
Yeah, the first play after that, Caleb Lee made an interception.
So here we go. 8-point lead for the Indians at a lot of time in this one.
Oh, yeah. There's a whole quarter left.
Don't go anywhere. This one's going to take a while.
3 minutes, 30 seconds
We're
left
be
here.
Sweating bullets to get into the scoreboard show on time. 4 receivers here for Western Christian. Now they're going to toss it over the middle and incomplete. They had an intended receiver in Ashton Winterfeld downfield.
Yeah, but they're again
it's kind of overthrown.
But good coverage. He had to throw it way out in front.
Yep.
Because there was good coverage behind him on that one. Will Graves over there in that defensive back position had him right on his back pocket.
So 2nd and 10 for the Wolfpack from their own 20-yard line. Reminder, you can listen here on KUOO or watch at ExploreKaboji.com under the Sports tab, at Explore Kaboji on YouTube. 28-20. Spirit Lake leading Western Christian with the ball. They're going to hand off here. Stringing it out, staying on his feet, avoiding some tacklers.
That's a good run. That's a great run.
Number 28, Mantle.
That's a great run there.
He's tough to bring down.
Well, he had a lot. I mean, they just couldn't quite get a hold of him.
He's up to the 33-yard line of Western Christian and a gain of 13. That's enough for a first down for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, just couldn't quite get a hold of him. They had some guys getting some hands on him, but they just couldn't quite get enough on him to slow him down before he made the 13-yard gain.
On Q102, after 3 quarters of play, HMS still leads South O'Brien 22-6. And here's 1st and 10 for Western Christian. Van Regenmorter fakes a handoff. Now he's in a little trouble here, and he's going to be tackled shy of the line of scrimmage, it looks like. I think he's going to lose about a yard.
I think he's going to lose a yard.
It's very about
a half yard.
Give him
no gain.
Nothing.
No gain.
Yeah.
Justin Ham on the stop on that one.
A very good defense there.
But a lot of pressure before Justin made that stop.
Well, and I mean, Van Regenmorter can just extend a play.
Yeah. Yep.
And he's a sophomore, folks.
Yep, 2 sophomore quarterbacks battling it out here.
Here's 2nd down and 10. And he'll look to throw. Man, complete downfield, and he'll be knocked out of bounds. That was J.D. Pettit, who's made some nice grabs tonight. He's at the 40-yard line and a pickup of 7. So it makes it 3rd and very manageable here for the Wolfpack. They need the 43-yard line, and they're at the 40.
You know, and it just doesn't look like Van Regenmorter throws a real he doesn't. It's just a quick snap.
No.
It's a quick release ball. But it's
pretty
there
accurate.
every time.
Yeah, he's got a real nice arm on him so far in this one. Here's 4 wide receivers on 3rd and 3 for the Wolfpack. Does have 2 in the backfield with him. They're going to hand it off. And squeaking free, going to get a first down. I think he'll get it.
Got it.
That was a good effort by Ashton Van Hull. He's a tall running back in this case.
They're going to mark it at the they're going to give him enough for a first.
He's right at it.
43.
He got the 43. And that's something the Wolfpack, they don't do a whole lot of, is that just kind of line it up and run like that. But they did a nice job there, and they moved the sticks again, and they'll have 1st and 10 at their own 43. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, 28-20 Spirit Lake leading. 4 wide receivers here, 3 to the left. They're going to look to throw. Hit as he throws. Got a man downfield, and it's going to be overthrown. Intended receiver again was Ashton Winterfeld.
Will Graves on the coverage there. Step for step with him on that one.
Van Regenmorter got hit as he threw, too.
Yeah.
And he's all right. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Wolfpack. Again, Iowa High School scoreboard show after the game tonight, 10 to 11:30. Scores and highlights from across the state, including our family of stations. 2nd and 10 from the 43-minute, 50 to go, third quarter. This time around, we'll see 2 receivers each side and 2 in the backfield with Van Regenmorter. And they will look to hand it off, and that is Van Hull, Van Hull, and he get about 1. I'll give him 2 to the 45, actually, and it'll be 3rd down and 8. Well, can the Indians' defense come up with another stop here, Clyde?
Well, they need to. 3rd and long here, and if they can hold them here, you'd have to look at Western Christian punting the ball.
Yeah, especially on this side of the 50.
Well, even if they get it over on the other side of the 50,
they're probably going to play the field position game. And they will toss it out here. They've got it to...
Lots of black jerseys.
To, who was that? I believe it was Mantle.
I believe.
Mantle's going to gain 2. It'll be not enough for a first down. He's at the 47 of Western.
Yeah, they
got to punt. I think Western Christian definitely punt it. I think if they got on the other side of the 50, they would have thought about it a little more, because it would have been a short opportunity. In a one-possession game.
But you don't make it, and you cut the field in half.
Yeah, and then you risk going down by
the whole thing.
You risk going down by 14 or maybe even more.
Yep.
So here's the 4th down, and
watch for the fake here. There's another lob thing there,
and that's actually pretty well kicked. And it'll get inside the 20 and just got to get away from it. If you don't catch it, you got to get away from it.
That's how you flip the field right there, JJ.
Ooh, wow.
That thing rolled down inside the 5, I believe.
What did they say? Punting is winning or something like that?
Yeah, that one definitely won for Western Christian.
Down to the, 5-yard line, 6-yard line, I believe.
Yeah, they're going to mark it.
You have 29 seconds to go here.
6-yard line.
In the third quarter. So Spirit Lake's basically got the length of the football field in front of them here on first down. Now the clock should begin here, I believe. And they'll hand off. Higgins tries up the left side. Does definitely get some yardage. Looks like he's at the 8 or 9.
Yeah, 2, maybe
far
3
side of the
yards.
field.
They're going to mark it at about the 9-yard line.
So make it 2nd and 7. And that probably is going to about do it here for the third quarter. Let's see. Spirit Lake allows it to run out, and they will. After 3, 28-20, Spirit Lake leads Western Christian. Fourth quarter in a minute on KUOO and Explore Okoboji live video.
Your best inside and out with Drip Okoboji. IV hydration can help you with energy, athletic recovery, hydration, weight loss, in addition to cold and flu symptoms, food poisoning, and gout relief. Reboot, recover, and repair with Drip Okoboji. Visit us online to schedule at dripokoboji.com.
Hey sports fans, the Venue and Sportsman's is where you want to watch your favorite teams. You can also book your birthday parties, company parties, tea times, or hunting on a simulator. Book online at venueokoboji.com. Open daily next to Sportsman's in Spirit Lake.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Spirit Lake leading Western Christian 28-20. With Clyde Erkey, I'm Jason Jacobs. Thanks to Matthew Grisham, our video engineer. And thanks to Michael Petzka, our audio engineer. We're on both KUOO and Explore Kaboji live video tonight. You can watch at ExploreKaboji.com under the Sports tab, at Explore Kaboji on YouTube, or on your TV with the free CF video channel. That's the letters CF and video. Free video app that we have on Roku and Amazon Fire Stick. So 28-20. Western's gotten as close as 21-20. They missed an extra point. Spirit Lake turnovers led to 2 scores.
Yeah, 2 turnovers start the second half.
38-yard touchdown for the big guy for Western Christian in that third quarter. What's that?
Hyman, wasn't it?
Hyman, yeah.
Just mushed on that one.
Nothing there. On
Cornwall.
Second down. Cornwall. Did he get
I
the
don't
line?
even know.
No,
He got
he
back
lost.
He lost yardage.
He's back at the
back to 4.
4.
Loss of 5 on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to
Third
get it
and really long.
Need
now.
to get it out here at least a little bit
Just
to
give
give
yourself
Root
some
a little
punting room.
little room to punt.
3rd and 12. Spirit Lake at their own 4-yard line. Well, Western has won the field position battle tonight. 3 receivers. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's hit
That's
as
Cornwall.
he throws, and almost caught downfield.
That was Cornwall.
Ooh.
In the Wildcat type setup again, and he threw the pass and fell incomplete.
So it'll be 4th down and 12 from the 4-yard line. And Spirit Lake will have Ryder punt from his own end zone.
Yeah, and see, now you're not flipping the field on this one. You're cutting it in half.
You're maybe going to the, if you're lucky, 50-yard line.
Yeah, you just got to watch your back foot there and get a good punt off here.
Punt it away from McCom if you can.
Well, there's nobody to punt to otherwise.
Here's the
You
punt.
want to make sure you get a good one.
That's a good-looking punt.
It's a good high kick.
It'll bounce at the 40, and McCom can't field it, and it'll take a Spirit Lake roll to the 47. That's as good as you can hope for.
Yeah, yep.
But Western Christian will have a short field with 11:05 to go in the ballgame, trailing by 8, 28-20.
So they're at the Spirit Lake 47-yard line. 11:05 to go. And like you said, 11:05, that's a lot of time in this game.
That's an eternity.
The way this game's going.
That's an eternity in just about every game you play, but it's really a long time with these 2 schools.
Well, now this defense for Spirit Lake has to stiffen up here. They've kind of got sloppy to start this second half in this third quarter now. In that third quarter, they got real sloppy, and they just need to stiffen up like they did in that the last part of the first half, really.
We'll have 3 receivers here for Western Christian, 2 to the left, 2 in the backfield with Van Regenmorter. They've done more of that here this half, and they have run some out of that. Now they're going to toss it out.
That's a fumble.
That's
a fumble.
And can Spirit Lake come up with it? Yes, they will. They'll pick it up at the 39-yard line.
That should be a fumble.
Oh, and Caden Van Regenmorter just shakes his head, and Spirit Lake recovers. But who recovered? Who is it on the far side? I think that is...
I think that's Will Graves that got that, wasn't it?
Well, they were shaking the hand of Braden Teasfeld.
Okay,
I think
that
he
could have
ended up
been.
on it.
That could have been.
So fumble, and Braden Teasfeld recovers. And where is that at? At the Spirit Lake, 42-yard line. 10:56 in the ball game, and just like that,
it's the Western Christian 42.
No, you're correct. Yes, Western Christian 42-yard line.
With 10:56 to go here in the fourth.
And they're going to look to throw, and then it's going to be a sack back at the 50-yard line. Well, Western Christian's defense has been very good.
They've been lights out this second half. They've been lights out this second half.
Wow. So with the sack, it's a loss of 8, and it'll make it 2nd down and 18.
They just can't get anything here all of a sudden.
Well, that was just Western sent the house on that. So it'll be 2nd and 18. Man in motion here for the Indians. Now a fumble. Got to get rid of it, and it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, it's
bounced off the turf.
Basically threw it at his feet. About all he could do.
Well, lucky he didn't get sacked again.
Yeah, they're just bringing they're bringing 3-4 extra guys.
I'll be honest with you, almost here for Spirit Lake. I almost think the key here is don't do anything dumb and at least flip the field.
Yeah. Yep.
Get it back to where it's all on Western Christian's side of the field.
They just nothing's developing on the offense right now.
And we got a flag here. Oh, it's going to be a false start.
Somebody moved.
Well, it's been a pretty clean game as far as penalties are concerned. Let's see what the official says.
We had the one. Let's see if we can get him on his mic here.
If he opts to use it. Yeah, it's a false start. So that'll back Spirit Lake up to their own 45 now. Hey. We'll try to get some third quarter scores for you here momentarily.
Going to make it third and a country mile. That's
third and very long.
About here to Lake Park.
Yeah. 3 receivers to left. They're just going to hand off. That's a big hole. And then
horse
is there going to be
collar.
a horse collar there?
Yeah,
and
there
yes,
it is.
The official
there
sees it.
Is.
And it's Bodie Higgins who Bodie gets past the 50 to the 48.
And then they're going to tack on 15 more for the horse collar, I think.
I don't know if it's quite enough, but it's definitely enough to where you think about going for it. That's for sure. And probably will go for it in that case because you'll be inside the 40. Let's see what they say.
They're going to mark it at the 49 of Western Christian, and then the penalty tacked on. So
it's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, give him a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, he got to the 48, I want to say, Clyde. So a 7-yard gain.
Okay.
And then the 15-yard penalty will mark it, at the 30.
Automatic first down,
It's an automatic first down. At the 30, they're going to say 34-yard line, excuse me. So the penalty, he must have been you were right, Clyde, 49, and now at the 34.
Yep.
So now what do we have here? Officials are conferencing about something. I think they just want to make sure they have it right. And that's certainly all right with me. Make sure you got it correct and move on. Our broadcast tonight, thanks to great sponsors like Lakes Regional Healthcare, Central Bank and Insurance, C&B Operations, and Jerdy Collision Center. Don't go anywhere. It's 28-20 Spirit Lake. 10:07 to go here in the ball game.
They're still conferring here.
They're chatting with Spirit Lake here, I think. Yeah, they're asking the Spirit Lake player. And now they're explaining it to Wolfpack head coach Travis Koima. All right, now what are they deciding?
Well, we got...
I think he wanted to know why it was an automatic first down, perhaps.
I think that's what it is, too. I think the penalty is an automatic first down. Either way, Spirit Lake's got it at the Western Christian 34 now.
And they're going to hand off and an end-around play here. And I think that was Tyler Voss, perhaps? Yes. Tyler's inside the 30 to the 29, so he picked up 5 on first down.
Take that.
And that's okay with 9:44 to go in the ballgame.
Chew up the clock, keep it in play.
Chew it up. So it'll be 2nd down and 5.
You know, you look at that first half, a well-played first half. This second half's actually gotten a little sloppy out there.
Yeah, I would agree.
Neither team performing like they know how to, other than Western Christian's defense has come to play the second half.
Score update, Okoboji leads Manson Northwest Webster after 3 quarters, 13-0.
Okay, good for the Pioneers.
Okoboji looking for win number 1 on the year. 2nd down and 5. Handoff. That's Higgins.
Just nothing up the middle.
Yeah, he's going to lose a yard. Wow, Western's defense the run defense has been really good.
They're just stifling up the middle.
And last check here. Central Lyon is now leading West Sioux 44-6. That's with 5:30 to go on that one, so Central Lyon's going to remain undefeated. West Lyon leads Sioux Center 17-0. These are all after 3. Sheldon leads Sibley Ochin 21-9. MOC all over Storm Lake 41-zip. HMS leads South O'Brien 22-6. That's on Q102. BHRV leads Unity Christian 13-0. And here we go. 3rd down and 6 for the Indians at the Western 30-yard line. Fake the handoff. Throw caught by Voss inside the 15.
Not the prettiest pass, but effective.
He'll take it where it needed to go.
He got it to him, and he got it to him in a hurry.
He's down to the 13.
That's that quick hitter going across the middle. Pick a 17 on that one.
And more importantly, a first down. And the clock will continue to run now. And 8:16 to go in the ball game. An 8-point lead for the Indians.
Huge play right there.
And knocking on the door again here.
Yeah, and they put one in here with 8 minutes or under 8 minutes to go.
And they can get a first down at the 4-yard line, just to keep that in your mind. Yeah. Lund under center. And he will hand off. And to the outside goes Higgins, and he'll get inside the 10-yard line.
He's down to about the 7-yard line, 8-yard line, I'm going to guess.
Mark it at the 8 and a pickup of 5.
I'll take that.
Absolutely.
That was good sustained blocking out in the edge. One of those plays where he gets it real deep. He has to run 6 yards before he gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there hasn't been much in the middle up against the big guys against Western Christian, so move it to the outside.
Move it to the outside, but you have to contain the block to the middle so they can't get the pursuit, and that's what happened on that one. The outside edges held their block, looking like maybe they're going to go downfield. The linemen held their block in the middle, and it gave them time to get that extra 5-6 yards up the middle, or off the edge, I mean.
In the shotgun is Lunt. He's got 2 receivers to the left. He'll hand off to Higgins, kind of a delayed handoff. He'll be down to the 5. Yes, got the 5.
I think down to about the 4, I think.
He's close to a first down.
I think he's right at just about the 4-yard line.
And are they going to mark first down? No, they're going to mark him a yard shy, it looks like. Maybe not even a yard. Pickup of about 4.
Yep.
So this will be 3rd and 1 from the 4-yard line.
And the clock's still ticking. They're going to take their time.
That's maybe more important than anything.
Clock is becoming an advantage for the Indians right now. Play clock is down to 10 right now, and the play comes in. They're going to snap this thing with under 5 to go.
Lunt by himself in the backfield. Or, excuse me, Higgins by himself. Now, Higgins got the first down. He's still going, though. He's going to be just shy of the goal line.
They'll have to stop it for the first down here, but it doesn't matter.
It'll be first and goal.
As soon as they set it, they'll start the clock again.
So it'll be first and goal from the – did he see the 2? Did he get to the 2? Yes. So Bodie Higgins, 2-yard gain down to the 2. And you're correct, Clyde. Here comes the clock now. 6 minutes to go, 28-20 Spirit Lake. Indians knocking on the door, first and goal from the Wolfpack 2-yard line.
You talked about that long drive they needed, JJ. They're doing it right now.
There it is.
This one started with about 11 minutes to play in this game.
10:56 to be exact. It's now gone 5 minutes.
And I think Beloit's going to call for a timeout here.
And, chatted over here a little bit on first and goal.
And he's smiling out there. He's halfway down and looking at the side judge over there, and he's kind of smiling. And side judge knew what he was waiting for there. And
28-20, Spirit Lake leading Western Christian. 30-second timeout. More coming up on KUOO and Explore Kaboji Live Video.
Farmers and ranchers take on so much risk. They have so many things out of their control. They want somebody to be there for them. They want the ability to take care of them when they're in need.
They see the value in what they're doing to rural agriculture. The support they have, the product they have, it's just first class. If you want to put it this way, I bleed green.
For C&B, we've always been about growth the right way. We got to be there with high integrity and have people know they can trust that we're behind them for the long term.
After this one, with a direct snap
and he's
on first and goal.
At the half-yard line. He gets 2 yards on that. He's going to be at the half-yard line.
So it'll be second and goal from inside the 1.
So basically you got to give him just 1 yard.
5:18 to go. Clock continues to tick. Spirit Lake leads 28-20 on Western Christian. With Clyde Erkey, I'm Jason Jacobs. So 2nd and goal coming up. Indians had called the timeout when they got it down to the 2 and got that first down. And now trying to get a touchdown here to put this thing away.
And they're going to let this play clock tick way down here again.
Sure. Yeah, there's still 22 seconds on the play clock. No huddles. So everybody just kind of stands around. Now 10 seconds on the play clock. Now they'll get things kind of ready to go. And it'll be, I believe, Cornwall again in the backfield. And he'll get it. And will he get there?
There he
is. Yes.
No, there it is. There it is. Far side.
Far side says
Far
yes.
side said yes.
Give a 1-yard touchdown run to Jake Cornwall. And with that, Spirit Lake makes it a 34-20 ball game. 4:27 to play yet, so not over yet.
No, but that one really helped. 4:27 to play. Huge, long drive right there. And really, I mean, I shouldn't say long. Yardage-wise, it wasn't. Because time-wise, but they started at Western Christian's 42-yard line. So it only went 42 yards. We'll get the play summary here when we get done.
Ham with an extra point. Snap, hold, kick, and it is good. And that makes it a 15-point game.
Huge.
At 35-20 Spirit Lake. And recap on that again, Clyde.
Okay, I got 13 plays.
Yep.
It went 42 yards, and it took
6 minutes.
6 minutes and 28 seconds.
Yeah, wow. Pretty impressive. So, 35-20 Spirit Lake leading Western Christian, and let's just keep it right here. We'll thank a few more of our sponsors. They include MHR Insurance, Northwest Iowa Bone, Joint, and Sports Surgeons, and The Venue. We thank you all. We'll see if this Indians defense can come up with a big stop here. Western will, of course, be trying to go for, a quick score here, down 2 scores with 4:27 to go in the ball game.
But we've shored up that pass defense, I feel, since the second quarter. It's helped out a lot, and they haven't been able to get the big gainers on those.
Fingers crossed, my friend.
Let's keep it that way right now.
Let's keep it that way. This is such an athletic group from Western Christian.
But you look at it right now, what's really hurt Spirit Lake the second half, the 2 fumbles.
Yeah.
That hurt them bad.
Yeah, it was the turnovers that led to the points.
And they've adjusted on their run game here a little bit to pick up the needed yardage. They're not really out-dueling them on the run, but that Western Christian front 8 is just playing awesome.
They are. All right, kickoff coming up here for Ham.
He needs to get this one deep and away from Beckham.
15-point lead. Yeah, Beckham is to the right out there, those of you watching at home. And it will go towards him. At the 8, Beckham picks it up. And now he's going to run towards the middle. Got a block or two. Spirit Lake will wrap him up after he gets to the 25. They're going to say he's down. The ball squirted free at the 27, maybe 28-yard line. So not bad field position for the Wolfpack, but they've got some work to do, trailing by 15 with 4:20 to play.
Yeah, they're going to mark it at 20. It's hard to tell from up here. It looks about right in the middle, 28.
28-yard line. Coming up after the game tonight, Iowa High School scoreboard show 10 to 11:30. Scores and highlights from across the state. Well, a battle of 2 top 10 ranked opponents. Western Christian top 10 in 1A. Spirit Lake top 10 in 2A has so far been as good as advertised. 3 receivers for the Wolfpack on first down. They're going to look to throw. Van Regenmorter has pressure. Got to get rid of it, and that's just kind of a dead dog. Thrown out of bounds.
Tyler Voss. Woo. Who was the other one there? Tyler Voss, and I believe that was.
Well, Higgins is running back there late now too. That was a very nice defense though. For
Tyler Voss had great pursuit, and I didn't see who the other one was. I thought it was number 50, which is Gabe Pullman,
and he is out there.
Yep. It'll
be 2nd down and 10 from the 28. 4 receivers again for Van Regenmotor looking to throw. Pressure. Will get the ball out to number 4, Palama. Palama to the 35. He's just shy of the first down by a couple yards to the 36.
But they kept it in play.
Right, that's maybe the worst thing for Western.
They kept it in play and not the first down, so the clock's going to keep running. They're going to mark it at the, what,
Third and 2.
36?
Yep, 3rd and 2. Wolfpack will look to throw, and they'll get Palama again. He has the 40.
But his knee was down right away at the 40.
I think they'll actually mark this closer to the 41.
That's enough for a first down.
So give him 5. And then more closer to the 40, I guess, is where they're going to end up marking it. But either way, it does move the chains, but the clock will begin ticking again, and it does. 3:40 to go. 15-point lead for Spirit Lake Western at their own 40. They're going to toss it over the middle. That'll be caught. It'll be just shy of the first down. Number 23 that time around, that is Ashton Van Hull. Van Hull at the row. They'll give him right at midfield at the 50. Is that enough for a first down?
Not quite.
Not quite. They're going to say he's about a half a yard short. I don't even know if it's a half yard.
I don't think so either.
I'd just run that, and they're going to do that up the middle and get the first down. That is going to. Oh, he's going to break free. That is Mantle, Tyler Mantle. He is so tough to bring down. He's all the way down to the Spirit Lake 36. So he gains 14. Well, that worked.
Down, couple of bang first downs. They're moving it quickly.
Still
here.
3:05 to go. Twin receivers left, single receiver right. It's not over yet. They're going to toss it out to Mantle on the left side. Has a blocker, cuts back towards the middle. He'll be shy of the first down. He's got about 5 of those yards back, not quite, down to the 30. Well, actually, I'll give him 5. He's down to the 31. 2nd and 5. 2:40 to go. Wolfpack looking to throw. And, will they bring him down? No, he gets away. Now he'll throw it downfield. It's caught. That's Palama inside the 20. Has the first down to the 18. What did I tell you? This is such an athletic group. They're actually better under duress, I think. So 1st and 10, Wolfpack at the Indians' 18. 35-20 Spirit Lake. 2:28 to go, clock ticking. They're going to throw, and they'll throw it behind the intended receiver. That was a little mistiming. In fact, I think the intended receiver was Winterfeld, and he fell down. So incomplete, 2nd and 10 coming up from the 18.
Yeah, just quick bang plays.
If I'm Western, I'm throwing it to the end zone.
Yeah, I'd get a few more yards.
You need two scores.
Some quick scores, no doubt.
Here's Van Regenmotor. And he'll toss it back out again. That's worked with Palama. So Chandler Palama inside the 15. But it's going to be 3rd down. And he'll be right at the 15-yard line.
At the 15. It's a gain of 3. But he wanted to get out of bounds to stop the clock is what he wanted to do.
Yeah, and that was smart. 2:20 to play.
There's 2 timeouts left that Western Christian has.
2nd and 7. Wolfpack at the Indians' 15. They'll throw again to the end zone and knocked down.
Great job. Great defense out there.
Getting in front of it downfield. Was that Caleb Lee? It was. Excellent job by Caleb Lee.
Great defense.
So now 4th down.
Timed it perfectly, got right in front of him.
Should mention Western does have 3 timeouts, Spirit Lake with 2.
Was that Caleb? I think it might have been Teesfeld out there. Teesfeld's the back on that side over there.
4th down and 6. And
Get
in
him.
trouble, and
Down
he's
he
going to
goes.
go. Ball came out, actually.
It
Spirit
did.
Lake's going to pick it up and then just slide down. Great decision there by Voss.
Tyler Voss. The ball did come out. That's what I thought. So mark another fumble.
So a fumble, and Tyler Voss recovers.
And then started running and decided, nope, let's just take a knee right here, and we can run this clock out.
Ball at the, 21-yard line, 22-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. Right at the 20.
So really, two fumbles and 2 interceptions by Spirit Lake defense tonight. They're winning the turnover battle, I think, even though the turnovers for Spirit Lake has hurt them the worst for Spirit Lake.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So ball at the Spirit Lake 20-yard line, and now Opportunity to burn clock. Western does have 3 timeouts. They will, of course, use all 3 of them to get the ball back, but they're trailing 35-20 here with 2:06 to go. So under center here is Lunt. And they're going to get the handoff here, and there's not going to be any room there for Higgins. And
just nothing.
He knew it was coming.
That defensive
That's a 5-yard loss immediately.
Well, it's not an end. It's an edge rusher. It's at the outside linebacker. He just stepped up there after that ball was snapped and waited for him to come right into his arms.
And actually, he's back at about the 14-yard line, to be honest. Western Christian takes a timeout. We'll take one with him. 35-20, Spirit Lake leads Western Christian. 2:01 to go in this one, and we are back in 30 seconds on KUOO and Explore Kaboji live video.
Rogers Auto and Tire Service in Milford is now Boji Auto Repair. Ben is experienced in servicing all makes and models, brakes, tires, oil changes, and more. Boji Auto Repair will get you back up and running in no time. Boji Auto Repair is situated behind Sunshine Foods in Milford. Good luck to all area teams.
What does it mean to be on a team? It means other people are depending on you. That's why the Bank Midwest team supports student athletes, because we know being part of a team teaches you a lot. So good luck to your team from ours. Bank Midwest, member FDIC.
Postgame show is coming up with Doctors Norland and Cornwall at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. 35-20, Spirit Lake leads Western Christian. 2:01 to go in this one. Indians have the football back after Western Christian fumbled it on 4th down, and the Indians recovered. There's going to be like a direct snap. I think that might be
Cornwall in the backfield again.
Get to the line of scrimmage and maybe one.
Yeah, just got twisted around in there, but he just wants to advance it forward right now. And I think that's what they're going to look at doing probably here to finish this out.
Sure.
Because better runner in Cornwall, and there's no sense throwing the ball.
No, Western Christian takes another timeout here. We'll go ahead and step aside once again. Back in 30 seconds on KUOO and ExploreKaboji.com.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Third down and 13 for Spirit Lake coming up out of the timeout by Western Christian. They're down to 1 timeout with 1:55 to go. Indians lead the Wolfpack 35-20, and again, 3rd and 16 for the Indians at their own, or 3rd and 14 from their own 16-yard line. And then again, it's just a direct snap to Cornwall.
And he gets up to what?
Well, he's actually lost a yard. He's going to be maybe at the 15 with forward progress. We'll see.
Yeah, they're going to mark it at the 14, I think.
Okay, so that's a loss of 2. And one more timeout for Western Christian, so we'll step aside one more time here quickly. 35-20 back in 30 seconds on KUOO.
Major accidents to minor fender benders, Journey Collision Center in Spirit Lake is prepared to get you back on the road looking like new with their state-of-the-art equipment, computerized color matching system, and experienced auto body technicians. Journey Collision Repair in Spirit Lake. Go Indians!
For the best window and door solutions for your next project, choose superior quality to enhance the character of your home. Choose Marvin. Visit your local Marvin dealer. Consumer Lumber in Spirit Lake, Spencer, and Lake Park. Locally owned and operated since 1906.
$35-20, Spirit Lake leading Western Christian. Late 4th quarter here at Hafer Field in Spirit Lake. What's been an exciting football game.
It's been a very good football game.
Western Christian led early 7-0.
Had some turnovers here in the second half, but
1:48 to go in this one. Wolfpack are down now to 0 timeouts, trailing by 2 scores. They had gotten all the way down to the Spirit Lake 20 or 15-yard line, and then on 4th down fumbled it. The play, though, on 4th down was really dead either way.
Yeah.
So here we go. Here's 4th down. Spirit Lake will look to punt here. I believe it's Ryder back there to punt.
Should be Ryder, yep.
No, that's actually that's Ham. that punted it. Pregame at the 50 to the 45 to the 43, 42-yard line. They'll say forward progress to the 41.
Yeah, minute and a half, minute 37 to go. They need 2 quick strikes here.
Yeah, like I said, I think you got to go for the end zone right away, don't you?
I'd say maybe 2 big plays. Get a big play and then go for the end zone and see what happens. But they're on the Spirit Lakes 41-yard line. That's a pretty big play for them.
Minute 37 to go in the ball game. It has been, like I said, Western Christian leading early, and then Spirit Lake got up by 2 scores at halftime, only to cough the ball up a couple times and allow Western Christian to make it a 1-point game. Indians have since scored 2 touchdowns. 1st and 10 Wolfpack at the Indians' 41-yard line, minute 37. And they'll throw over the middle, through the hands, and intercepted up the right side to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, and knocked down there. And was that Alger?
Alger, yep. The throw was there. I think the receiver stopped. Alger kept going, and he picked that one off. So another turnover, another interception. That's the 3rd one tonight, interception.
And
he races it back. He got that at about the, I'm going to say, 25-yard line, 30-yard line. Took it back to the Western Christian 42.
So Spirit Lake will be able to run the clock out on this one and come away victorious here this evening at Hafer Field against a ranked Western Christian opponent. And there's the kneel. Back to the 44-yard line. And a minute 15 to go in this one. And we'll have to do it at least one more time here, depending on when they let this go. Of course, they'll burn this sucker way down. Emmetsburg comes away a winner tonight. High scoring, 63-28.
Oh, my goodness.
They defeat South Central Calhoun tonight on Y100.
Yeah, one more kneel down here, and I think that should about do it.
50 seconds here.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, might have to have 2. And there's the kneel down.
Yeah, they'll have to have 2.
Well, maybe. Now the clock starts. No, they won't.
Nope.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
The end of this one. Spirit Lake wins 35-20 over Western Christian to go to 3-0 on the year through the non-district portion of the season, and now on the road to Pocahontas next week.
Yeah. Our good friend Jan Beloit was up here at the start of the game. What did he tell us?
He said
Spirit Lake 2 touchdowns, he said. He called it.
Nostradamus. I'm going to start calling him. Wolfpack fall to 2-1, but I'm telling you what, folks, that's a playoff team in Class 1A for sure.
That's a good team. Their defense is just unbelievable. Man, that front 8 is just
interesting
stifling.
to see them play West Sioux a little bit later on.
Yeah. Yep, that'd be a fun one.
35-20. Spirit Lake defeats Western Christian here tonight at Hafer Field. Let's go ahead and take a 3-minute timeout. Postgame show is on the way with Doctors Norland and Cornwall at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. That's all after this on KUOO and Explore Kaboji live video.
Taste the islands at Snapper's Turtle Bay Cafe at Parks Marina. We're open daily at 11 with delicious island-style entrees and daily specials that include a local favorite island tacos, a close second to the lobster mac and cheese, or maybe you prefer the Boathouse burger, seared ahi tuna salad, or Cuban sliders. Join us at Snapper's, open daily at 11 for lunch and dinner all year long.
Feel your best inside and out with Drip Okoboji. IV hydration can help you with energy, athletic recovery, hydration, weight loss, in addition to cold and flu symptoms, food poisoning, and gout relief. Reboot, recover, and repair with Drip Okoboji. Visit us online to schedule at dripokoboji.com.
Okoboji Realty is a proud supporter of the Spirit Lake athletes and all the young athletes involved and driven for success. Good luck from Amy Maris and Mickey Harrington, real estate agents with Okoboji Realty. Dedicated to community, dedicated to you.
McKean's Pub and Grill in Spirit Lake has awesome nightly specials Tuesday through Saturday. Stop by after the game or any night and enjoy a great atmosphere and good times with friends at McKean's Pub and Grill.
Whether it's a flooded basement or damaged carpets, Steamway Cleaning has the tools and professional service to restore the beauty of your floors. Steamway Cleaning also provides duct cleaning, odor removal, and much more. Plus 24-hour emergency services. Call Steamway Cleaning in Spirit Lake.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm in Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
Dr. Craig Newell and his staff with Newell Orthodontics of Spirit Lake, Worthington, and Wyndham are well-trained, highly skilled, and licensed to provide the best quality orthodontic care. Newell Orthodontics is proud to help the community and wishes the best of luck to all local athletes throughout the season.
Pizza Ranch of Spirit Lake is proud to sponsor the great local athletes in the Iowa Great Lakes. When great food meets great prices, it has to be Pizza Ranch. Pizza, chicken, salad, whatever you're in the mood for, it has to be Pizza Ranch in Spirit Lake.
Spirit Lake student athletes have a long history of success on and off the field. Spirit Lake Community Schools is honored once again this year to recognize their dedication and cheer them on as they continue to make us proud with their accomplishments and character. We are Spirit Lake.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
The postgame show is sponsored by Doctors Norland and Cornwall at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. With Clyde Erke, I'm Jason Jacobs, and it's a final. Spirit Lake defeats Western Christian in the final week of non-district play, 35-20. Clyde, your thoughts?
Everything that we thought it was going to be, other than some of the turnovers. But it's two hard-hitting teams. What do you expect?
Well, yeah, this is two really athletic groups.
Very athletic, and I thought, showing it on the turnovers, we had two of them, which cost us in that second half.
Yep.
But Western Christian had 5, guys.
Wow, I did not realize it was 5.
3 interceptions and 2 fumbles. So
yeah,
that's huge. And you think of those interceptions, couldn't come at a better time on every one of them.
Yeah.
So I thought our defense played well in the passing game, which is usually a weaker point, but they've got it to where they drop back a little bit. Yeah, they gave up some yards in passing, but nothing like Western Christian's used to for a game. They played 2 games this year. They're averaging 250 yards in passing in the first 2 games. And tonight, what did I have them for total? I had them for 197 yards. So it's under their average. So a pretty good job in that regard. So, I can't complain about it one bit. It's a big win against a very strong team. And
a quality non-district opponent.
Exactly.
I mean, that's – you go down a class size in 1A. I like how Spirit Lake does it. You play up a class size in 3 up 2 class sizes in 4A with Spencer, and then you play, in your class size against Forest City, and then down a class size against Western Christian, a very
good Western Christian team.
And that's a good way to finish off your non-district portion of your season and get a nice win.
And they saw every aspect of all the football games in all of them that they played. You look at Spencer, big offensive, defensive line that they had to contend with. Here, Western Christian, very physical. They got some size to them, but also fast and swarming to the ball type, and a passing team. So you're getting every aspect in that non-district games, and that's what Coach Beloit always likes to do.
Absolutely. 35-20, Spirit Lake gets a win here tonight. And should we run down some stats here?
Yeah, we can do some stats here real quick for the visitors from Western Christian on the night. Rushing-wise, let me get back to that on my screen. Here we go. Caden Van Rigger Mortar had 8 rushes for 20 yards on the night. Ashton Van Holt, 5 rushes for 15 yards. And Tyler Mantle, hard fought right here. You talked about Western's defense swarming to the ball. I thought Spirit Lake did too, because Mantle only had 12 carries for 39 yards.
Yeah.
So it really shut him down in that regards. Receiving wise, Palama had 5 catches for 38 yards. Morit had 1 catch for 13. Pettit 4 for 53. And between Palama and Pettit, a lot of those came in that last drive that Spirit Lake ended and stalled out on turnover on downs. Harberts had 1 for 27. Ashton Van Holt 4 catches for 57. Mantle had 2 catches for 9 yards. So Van Rigemorter was 17 of 34 for 197 yards. But as I said, 3 big interceptions that really cost him. For Spirit Lake, individual-wise, Bodie Higgins not up to his 10 yards per carry average, but hard-fought 49 yards on 23 carries. Cornwall, 10 carries, only 3 yards, but it was quality ones in that Wildcat-type offense where they needed him to get those good yardage, good hard-fought where you know that Caden Lunt was not going to get those out of that.
Right.
Tyler Voss, 2 carries for 4 yards. Teesfeld, 1 for 19. That was that huge one in that first half. Cade Lunt, 7 carries for -12 on the night. Receiving-wise, Bodie Higgins had 3 catches for 36. Drew Elder, 1 for 40 yards. Caden Hassel, huge night for Caden tonight. 3 catches, 107 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the night. Just a huge night for Hassel. Tyler Voss, 3 catches for 57. Teesfeld, 1 for 19. And Cade Lunt was 11 for 16, 259 yards on the night. Total-wise, Spirit Lake ended up unofficially 322 yards of total offense to Western's 309 total offense. We had 259 yards passing. They had 197. They had 112 yards rushing. We had 63.
All right, post-game show from Doctors Northern and Cornwall at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. We're going to bring in Spirit Lake head football coach Josh Blake. Coach, congrats on a nice win against a very, very athletic and very skilled football team that Western Christian brings to the table.
Yeah, thanks. That was a great team win, a very good team, yeah. Well coached, played hard. Kids were really physical, so.
I knew we had won the turnover battle, but when Clyde told me we had 5, I was like, well, we did have 5.
Yeah, it's finally, we didn't have any in the last 2 weeks. Finally, we needed a night like that. So, yeah, and we kind of, both sides of the ball were a little sloppy at times with the ball, but, it was a great team win. I'm really proud of our guys. I thought Cade really had a big game. Caden Hassel had some big catches for us, and just got the passing game open up a little bit. They did a really good job of stopping the run game. They were determined to shut the run game down, and felt like our guys responded and came up with some explosive plays in the passing game. And it's not how we want to start the second half.
No.
It's not how you draw that up. But really proud of guys. Drew comes out there, and I know he's frustrated. He gets a fumble, but then he comes out, continues to play future focus, not when the rear mirror comes up with a big interception. And that's the way our guys got to play, right? There's nobody out there trying to make mistakes. They're all competing their butts off, and really, really proud of them. And they just got to continue to be their best, no matter what happened in the play before.
And, you were losing that field position battle for a good chunk of that third quarter, and really – hell, I thought the defense did a really good job considering some of the situations that they were finding themselves in.
Yeah, I was really pleased with how our defense responded in some tough situations. A head coach made a dumb fake punt call and didn't execute it, and it's my call, and then we come up with a big, big stop there defensively. So the guys, got a lot of confidence in this team. We believe in each other, yeah, like I said, it's a great team win. A lot of really good individual play performances. Stecker had his first interception. Will Graves' his interception. Did a great job disguising coverage and rolling out of it, and the quarterback kind of threw it to him. And, we didn't get a lot of sacks, but we got pressure on him and made him throw the ball away at times. And we'll learn a lot from this game. We'll grow from this game. And we'll hopefully continue to get better every week.
Well, like I said, when you can turn the opposing team over 5 times, and those interceptions, the 3 interceptions, they were perfectly timed because he needed them right then to stop that drive that they were doing. But I thought on the 2 fumbles it was hard hits too. So, I got to give credit to our defense again. They played lights out.
No, I'm really proud of how our guys played. Play team defense and continue to battle. That's an explosive offense. That's a really good sophomore quarterback. That's a big physical kid and a lot of weapons on the field. And again, I thought we responded offensively too. That big drive there, burned a lot of clock, finished in the end zone. Those kind of things build off each other, and that's what we need to continue to do to become the best team we're capable of becoming. So
I noticed tonight, I'm going to call it the Wildcat. You had direct snaps right to Jake Cornwall. Reasoning on that, just a better runner on that, more physical runner?
Jake has played quarterback in the past. Jake and Bodie are both really good downhill physical runners. And that's not Cade's strength right
No,
now, right? And there's times and situations in the game where you just want to put people in position to be in their strengths, and in situations in games when we're trying to run clock, we're trying to score. You know, when you're in the gun offense, having quarterback run game inside the 5 is a huge thing, and so that allows us to do that. And you know, it's just, again, a way for us to utilize the best players we have in the situations that they're good at, and it's nothing against anybody. Really proud of Jake. Thought he had some big plays for us tonight, and that's the thing about this team. They're really, really selfless. You know, we had a lot of guys that change positions, change roles, and that's what it's going to take for our team to be the most successful, and that's not always easy to do in this day and age, so I'm proud of these guys.
Next week, we start the district play down at Pocahontas area, and I know they have a nice, solid program down there as well.
Yeah, they're a really solid team. I don't know what they did tonight, but I'm guessing they're 3-0, and it'll be a great opportunity for us to go on the road before we get to come back home. And yeah, we just need to keep continuing to get better, you know, and I feel like we have every week this year so far at different areas, and just excited, you know. We get freshman game at Storm Lake this week, then our guys will come out practicing, and just team's fun to be around. They'll get a weekend to relax a little bit and enjoy this one, and then we'll come out Monday getting ready for Pokey. So
good luck next week. We'll talk to you then.
Thanks a lot, guys. Really
Thanks
appreciate
so much, Coach. Appreciate it. Spirit Lake head football coach Josh Boulay joining us here on our postgame show from Doctors Norland and Cornwall at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. Final in this one, Spirit Lake wins 35-20 over Western Christian to go to 3-0 on the year. And again, as we mentioned, the Indians are at Pocahontas area next Friday. We'll have that here on KUOO. And Western Christian next week will go back home. They have a homecoming matchup against Ridgeview to start 1A district play. Some final thoughts, Clyde.
Yeah, the other thing that I thought is, and we mentioned in the first half, I thought the refs let two good teams play.
I liked that.
They let them duke it out. You know, there were some hard hits. There were some questionable calls out there, granted, but it went both ways, and the few penalties that were called were legit. That's where they're supposed to be, and, you know, they weren't big, huge mistakes. But, man, this was two
really good football teams.
This was two quality teams that really, really came out there and hit hard tonight. There's going to be a lot of bumps and bruises on both sides of the ball tonight.
Yes, and the rain has begun to fall once again, so that's probably our cue to wrap things up from here. I want to say thanks to Matthew, doing a great job with Explore Kaboji Live Video. I want to say thanks to Michael, great job back at KUOO Mission Control. Coming up at 10 o'clock, about 22 minutes from now, the Iowa High School Scoreboard Show. We file reports for that, as do our other stations from across the state, so be tuning in for that for all the scores and highlights. And, of course, tomorrow, Coach's Show from the Hut Bar and Grill in Arnold's Park at 8:15, right here on KUOO. And then Iowa State, 1 o'clock, the pregame kickoff, 3 o'clock. That's tomorrow here on KUOO as well. The Vikings have the Packers Sunday on Extreme Country 105.7, and that'll start at 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon on Extreme Country. So there you go. Another good week of football down, my friend.
So, yeah, and you're thinking we're going to be videoing again?
I don't know
is that 4 weeks in a row for us?
I don't know if it's next week or not. I don't want to be quoted on these things because I don't really know, to be honest.
Doesn't matter. If they're there, great. We love to have them with us.
And you can check out explorekaboji.com. I know Scott will have that on there tomorrow as well. And I'm looking at the overall schedule for next week. And I believe, yes, we maybe do have video down at Pocahontas next week. So we'll see if we can get that to work next Friday for you guys as well.
Make sure we get the space in the press box for
Absolutely. I know they have a new press box down there.
They do.
Very nice setup at Pokey.
I think the Pokey's redone their football facilities down there.
Yeah,
so.
It's very nice. Good athletic complex. So, getting the final in this one, Spirit Lake defeats Western Christian 35-20. For Clyde Erkey, I'm Jason Jacobs. Good night from Haferfield in Spirit Lake.